Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning, and you already know what it is. This is Wednesday. This is what we call Way Out Wednesday. Way Out Wednesday, and what that means is you are the boss. You are the boss. All you have to do is give us a call, 678-381-1973, 678 678-381-1973. Give us a call and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about and talk about it in its entirety. In its entirety is as simple as a phone call. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. We're waiting on you to give us a call. We got some things we're gonna talk about. Waiting on everybody to get in. It's a little early this morning. And I know everybody last night was a late night for everybody because the majority of us the fellows be on Real Men Being Men during the night on Tuesday nights from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock, and we be here until 10, and myself, it takes me a little time to get everything shut down, shut everything down, and get home and get ready for the next day. So I get home about 11:30 sometime, getting to bed right at midnight, a little bit after midnight, and then to turn around. And so I have to do that. So I everybody else probably go through the same process. And because of that reason, we Wednesdays is a little trying. It's a little trying for us all. But I definitely appreciate each and every one of you being here and being a part of what we're doing here at DKM Media Group and Associates. And absolutely, I'm honored, absolutely honored to have each and every one of you with us, joining us, being a part of what we're doing here, and including yourselves in the conversations. Let me see. On Okay, and so my thing is this right here. My thing is this right here, man. We're gonna talk Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I got a couple of things I want to bring to the table. I got a few things I want to bring to the conversational table this morning, and we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna keep the phone lines open just in case some of you want to call in and talk about what's on your heart. Sometimes you need a platform just to be able to talk. We broadcast right now to 58 countries. We're 58 countries strong, and so we have a lot of listeners that listen to what we say. If you got something on your heart that you want to talk about, you want to put out there in the atmosphere and see what other people feel about it, put your personal thoughts out there. We're not gonna put no muzzle on you. We want you to say what's on your heart. We are a gospel station, so we say don't curse, but you can express yourself. I'm sure you can express yourself without using profanities. I know without a shadow of a doubt you can do that. I'm very confident that you can. So give us a call, 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. This is the Morning Glow, and this is Way Out Wednesday. This is Way Out Wednesday. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this conversation, and we'll just include everybody else in it when they get here. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is I think that brother is actually going through some things right now. Think he's going through some things, man. A lot of things is happening in his life right now that isn't always altogether positive. Some things are happening in his life right now that's not altogether positive, man. He's had another accident. He's had another accident, man. This one was kind of serious. This one was serious. I think this is the third encounter that he's had with driving. I think this is the third encounter that he's had along the lines of driving. But before I jump into this thing, I want to bring my brother from another mother, but we got the same father. This is Captain Leonard. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem and the Morning Go family.
Ma-
Making different moves this morning.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So, hey, you had it early this morning, brother.
Oh yeah, sometimes it can be pretty early.
There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. I'm talking about right now, Leonard. And the elephant in the room is our brother Tiger.
An elephant,
Mute.
I seen the headline.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Tiger Woods had another accident, man. This time it was
That's what I thought.
it's a roll-up accident, man, and they had to use the jaws of life to get him out of the vehicle that he was in. And they're saying they had to put pins and all kind of stuff in his ankle,
Yeah.
his legs, and all kind of places, man. So Tiger might be finished with golf, man, because you need all this with the follow through and all this stuff. You need all these things, man. So I don't know if he's going to be able to perform anymore on the golf course. But besides all that, golf course aside, man, this is about the third situation Tiger had in a vehicle, man. And there's some things going on with Tiger, man. I think it's some underlying things going on with Tiger right now that are not good. Because you remember the last situation he had with the police, they pulled him over and he said that he was driving erratically, and they said that they found out with the blood test alcohol and drugs and drugs was in the system. He was taking all kind of pills and stuff. That wasn't a good look. He came back from that, and now this has happened. Rollover accident, man. The car, they showed the car, man. The car looked bad, man. They said without his airbag, he probably wouldn't. It's a good thing he did have his his seatbelt and everything on. But they said without an airbag, Tiger probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh, because I know I had seen about him having a horrible accident. I didn't know any details or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty much praise for him, like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. But what is it with Tiger, man? And they're being real. I think they're being real strategic with the information that they're releasing right now. But if it's determined that it's another situation with alcohol and drugs, man, what's going on with our brother, man?
The same thing going on with everybody else that's involved in alcohol and drugs and make bad decisions. Just because he got money don't make him better. That's his problem. It's just like anyone else. Just like my dad back in the day, or anybody else with an issue with alcohol and drugs or DUIs or whatever. Several celebrities have them. Now, if he's gotten to the point, hopefully he wakes up and don't destroy the rest of his life. Because one, he's still a human being, whether or not he's swinging a golf club or not.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So he has value above and beyond golf.
But
so if his choices have taken away what has made him great, then he's the one that has to deal with that.
Now, some were saying, I heard some people saying in the line of conversation, they were saying that this has a lot to do with, and they even drew their own personal parallels with Kanye. They say that when the parents died, because Kanye, he actually gave the money. He paid the money for his mother's surgery, and then to have her to die during the course of that surgery, they said that had an impact on him. Not only did he lose his mother, but he lost her trying to provide for her a surgery, cosmetic surgery, that she really could have lived without. And they said that's one of the things that's haunting him. And now when Tiger's dad, I think his name was Earl, when they say when he passed, Tiger took a downward spiral, and he wasn't able to regain himself. What do you say to that, Leonard?
I don't say anything about it because I don't know, and I don't make up stories for other people. It's so insensitive to make up your own story for someone else. So when he's ready to talk about why it is and what he's going through, hopefully, maybe he'll write a memoir about what he has dealt with in his life. But no, do I attribute anything to him just, I don't know enough about what he's going through. I lost my mother. I ain't in no drinking bin.
Well, everybody deals with it differently. Everybody
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody deals with things a different way. This may have nothing to do with whatsoever with his father passing. Well, you don't know what. Obviously, he wasn't what you all thought he was from the beginning.
Well, now you don't want to go down that road with me because I never thought too much of him anyway, and so you don't want to go.
I don't value people based on that he's a great golfer, but I know nothing about him personally. I mean, really, other than what white folks say about it. I don't know nothing about Tiger Woods.
Yeah, and so and that's my point right there, because personally, I never, Everybody like it. And I'm not gonna. And I don't want people to think I'm saying I don't like Tiger. I don't know Tiger to like him or not like him. But
No, he talked about golf.
yeah. But like I say, that's that's the extent of what it is with me. I don't know him to like him or not like him. Only thing I know about Tiger is what they show you on television. That's all I know. I've never had a
So I'm just praying for the brother.
yeah.
I'm just praying for the brother because it's a when I see someone in a situation where his livelihood and everything is disrupted.
Mm-hmm.
It's always heartbreaking for anyone. I don't care what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying for him to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he never plays golf again, he could be a great golf instructor. He could be just a great humanitarian. He could be so many more things. Now he has to deal with the fact that he can't play golf no more, and that must be heartbreaking for him.
Yeah, because that's been that has really been his life for so long. That has been his life for so long, and then to have that pressure, and people don't understand, man. That's a lot of pressure because they saying, well, he need one more to break the record to become number one. And I think that's a lot of the same pressure that's on Serena right now. She need one more title, and she would be the best in of all time, the greatest of all times. Would have surpassed what is it? Martina, isn't it Martina, or is it who is that got the
I don't think it's Navratilova. I don't think she was the one that was holding the most titles. I can't remember. I would have to look that one up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it a King lady? I think.
Are you Althea? You're not talking about Althea?
No. It's another. It'll come to me in a minute. But if it's not Martina Navratilova, it's
or Billie
Jean King. Billie Jean King. Yeah.
If we're going back that far, I'm not sure. Like I said, I would have to look it up.
Okay. But it has to be a lot of pressure on Serena because she need one more. And
but even that, I saw those comments as well after her loss to what's the other girl's name? The new girl,
Naomi. Naomi, yeah,
yeah. But that's natural.
Mm-hmm. Naomi's just good, man.
She's an older woman. Look at everything Serena's great. If she never picked her racket up again,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's probably still one of the greatest tennis players that have ever lived.
Exactly. And and my thing is, honestly speaking, when I saw her playing against and she was playing good up until that point, but when she got on that court with Naomi, she started out real good. Serena started out real good, but it's like Naomi switched gears and went to a different gear that Serena might not have anymore.
So I say she went and got them young legs.
Mm-hmm.
That she's younger.
Yeah.
She's going to do it better than someone on the end of their career.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when LeBron showed up. The older they're going to get older, and who's going to play forever?
Yeah.
Who's going to play at the height for the rest of their life?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when sometimes you say such and such should retire because he won, it's better to retire with that win than to try it again and do horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Because people will say you washed up. After all you've done, people will say,
yeah,
he washed up. No, he's fit. He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit there and be at the top of a physical game like that your entire life.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Who does it?
I'm gonna tell you. Father Time is definitely undefeated. He gonna get you. Father Time gonna get you.
Won't do or not.
Yeah, he gonna get you. He gonna come and tap on that door. When he tap on that door, tap on your shoulder. Man, you go ahead and sit it on down, brother.
You fast and you run the 4-4 and but you 45 and he 18.
Mm-hmm. Look here. I guarantee you. Usain Bolt, as fast as he is, and he's a fast brother. Let them 50s and them 60s hit and tap him on his shoulder, and then all of a sudden the 18-year-old coming out there, the 18-year-old people coming out there, man, talking about and he talking about he want to race. He's 60 years old, talking about on your mark, get set. Hold on, let me get some of the Geritol for her.
And
Hold
you know what? I
on,
would just
baby.
have to say that was a horrible conversation y'all had last night.
I know it, man. I know it.
Oh, you was wrong for that at the end. You was wrong for that.
I thought I'm gonna tell you the truth, Leonard, because we only had a few minutes. I said, well, we'll talk about this. It'll be quick, and we'll get on out of here. It didn't go that way.
No, you
It
know
did.
how y'all act.
I
You
was
know how
like,
y'all act.
man, look, folks got mad, man. Leonard,
You
folks.
know how y'all act about
I
sports.
was like,
You
my
know this.
God, Sheila, they got mad on the real men being men last night. At the end of the show,
Hey, Steve.
it was a good show all the way up until the end. Then folks got mad, started arguing.
You know, I was just listening. I like sports and everything, but all that he said, she said, everybody gonna have an opinion. It's gonna be 10,000 goats compared to what y'all conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow.
Well,
But let me ask you before we do that, we got a Leonard. It's something we got to do. Hold on for a minute. Good morning, Shira. How you doing?
good morning, Glow. Hey, Mr. Leonard, I love you.
Good
Oh,
morning,
hey,
Sheila.
good. Now, hold on. How's she gonna say I love you, Leonard, and don't say nothing to me? Don't even say good morning or nothing. Go
I
right
said,
here and
hey,
go walk. Right here and go walk the dog or nothing. They tell me go walk the dog or nothing.
because I'm looking at you. I can see you. I can't see Leonard. So I got to let him know I love him. So you can see the love on my face. He can't.
But look here, tell me go walk the dog or something. Tell me go walk the dog or something.
Go get your morning glow shine.
Her is inspiring.
Exactly. Hey, Shu, let me ask you a question. And this thing has been going on for a minute now. That vaccine is it? They got 3 or 4 different companies that's coming out with that vaccine right now. And I know you're in the area, so I like to ask people questions that's actually in that field. So is it safe yet? Do you feel 100% safe with it yet, or what percentage wise? How safe do you feel about it? The whole vaccine.
You want, okay, do you want that ugly truth or that pretty lie?
I want that ugly. I want that ugly. Spit run down your mouth when you wake up, and had to wipe your mouth off and turn your pillow over and all because it's so soaking wet. I want that ugly truth.
I think it's about effective as the flu shot. Although the coronavirus, just like the flu, constantly changes, doesn't mean it's going to protect you from every strand.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of companies that's coming out. Johnson & Johnson, I know, is due to come out with a vaccine, but I think its effectiveness is less than that of Moderna and Pittsburgh. I mean, it really truly is a personal choice. I've seen a lot of people take it. My sister, who's an ER doctor, is encouraging me to get the Moderna due to my medical conditions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still on the fence, you can, as you will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still watching to see. I don't know. I cannot get I Am Legend out of my mind.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, so it's kind of hard for me to get that out of my mind because I really believe that's why I'm such a movie buff, because I believe everything comes full circle. The ideas come from somewhere, and sometimes in anything that you look at, there's a 10% truth and a 90% lie. And deciphering what's true and what's not is the problem. But when you present to me the same things that's happening in the movie, I can't help but pay attention. So, as anybody know, I'm Legend. It was a virus that took over, that was making people sick, pandemic. They came out with a vaccine quickly. They gave a vaccine to everyone, and then it turned everyone into these people that cannot stand sunlight. Their skin, almost a zombie-like type. And there were some that were immune to it. There was some that didn't get it that survived. That's in my mind. I mean, you can call me a conspiracy theorist, you can call me whatever, but that's that's what I'm thinking. But as I've seen people that have done it, no signs and symptoms. They just say they have irritation at the site. Some did get sick a little bit, but that's kind of like a virus. You know, you're gonna make it sick.
Some folks took the shot. They said one young man took the shot and he was supposed to have been healthy. 8 hours later, he was dead. Yep.
I yeah, it's people that took the flu shot. Like I said, a friend of mine took the flu shot, and she lost her pancreas, and now she's type 1 diabetic and has no history of diabetic in her family anywhere. So it's in any vaccine. You have people that saying that vaccine causes uh, children to have different things. Like that's why I say it's really a personal choice. Each person makeup, DNA, health is different, so it's really hard to say what's going to happen to every person. That's why they say the birth control is 99.9% effective.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, Leonard,
even 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 with your medicines that you take for your diabetes or your high blood pressure, everything doesn't fit every person. That's why there's so many on the market, because everyone makeup is different. And that's one thing you have to learn about medicine. The chemical makeup of the medicine have to react to your chemical makeup in your body, and everyone is different.
mm-hmm. And the Facebook user says all vaccines produce casualties. So all vaccines gonna kill some people.
I can't say, I wouldn't say all. That's like, in English, you learn that you can't put all in everything because it'll make it false. You could say some vaccine may cause casualty to some people, maybe a
Mm-hmm.
better statement, but putting it in the word all is not correct, because nothing is all.
Mm-hmm. Phone lines are open 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. This is Way Out Wednesday. So what you want to talk about is what we're going to talk about today. Now, me and Linda was talking about Tiger Woods and that accident that he had yesterday. What does that look like to you? This is the third encounter that he's had with the vehicle issues. Should Tycho just
Well,
stop driving and get a chauffeur to drive for him, or what should happen? Go, he could do that. He's in a situation where he can't get a chauffeur.
okay, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna sound ugly. Tiger Woods is irrelevant to me. What happened?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I, I ain't know anything happened to him. He's so irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, so he had another car wreck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had to use the jaws of life to get him out this time. It was pretty serious. It was pretty serious. Um, yeah, they said he got to get pins and all kind of things in his ankle, his legs, and all kind of stuff, man. 'Cause it was a serious accident this time.
What um some people just not meant, that's the case of some and all. All people Some people are not meant to drive.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to know your limitations. If you gotta kind of look and see what caused that.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you having so many accidents? Are you under influence when you had this accident, or
But
were you just not paying
the
attention?
last time the police stopped him, they say he was up on alcohol and he was on medication, whether it was prescribed or not. They wouldn't clarify that, but they say he was on
So
alcohol and pills.
so that was self-inflicted then. That means that you're under the influence and you shouldn't be driving anyway, but you're ignoring it, and being that who you were, why you don't have someone driving for you. Most people that are in the industry, whatever sports or whatever, they have drivers for that reason, so they won't get hurt or stuff
Hmm.
like that too, because
Yeah.
they're in the sports. I think he's a golf player still.
Hmm.
um so it's like you want to protect your livelihood. That's your livelihood, just like a singer. I remember Whitney Houston talking about how she would wrap her throat, drink tea, and different things that she had to prep herself to make sure her voice would have. And I think Lauryn Hill said the same thing, that they have to protect their assets of what's caused them to make the money. Your voice, whether you're in sports, basketball, football, you have to protect your abilities. So if you're not willing to protect your own abilities in your life, then that's on you. Tiger Woods just too much.
We got another caller. We got to go to that caller. We got a Facebook. Yeah. Y'all Facebook users, boy, y'all are something else. But I love it. I love it. They say, "Come on, Tiger," and then they say, "Jesus, take the wheel." They say, "Jesus, take the wheel." Jesus, take the wheel. I can't drive no more. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Maybe he was confused.
Huh? What you say, Sheila?
No, I said maybe he was just confused. He's a Kabu Nation.
See, I ain't know you was gonna go there. But okay, okay. Yeah, that's what he say. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? I think it's my brother Pete. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, sir. How y'all doing, family,
Hey,
panel, listening audience, DKM Radio,
yes,
Wilding
sir.
Out Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's on your heart, man? We're talking about that vaccine and we're talking about Tiger Woods. Talk about. Let me hear your take on both sides, both angles.
Tiger Woods, certainly you're a praying person. Keep him in your prayers. We don't know what that was about. We hope he has a successful full recovery. And, they showed pictures of him right before the incident on TV doing an interview. And then some local folk did comment that stretch of road is common to have bad accidents. It's some sort of elevation or decline in the road, and it's easy to lose control. Somebody locally did state that publicly. Okay. It's quite often that they have bad accidents in that area. So, we don't know. We just have to send them positive vibes and pray for the man that hopefully he'll recover as anyone else that has an unfortunate incident. The vaccine, vaccines are necessary and with certain conditions, certainly with this situation the world is dealing with now and the information flow and what it seems to be with so many changes and things going on, it brings about great questions. Certainly the deeply melanated community seems to be apprehensive, somewhat a great portion toward any sort of vaccine, certainly this one. And, like I say, all vaccines are known to have casualties. It's just a part of it. It's just, they don't work for everybody. It affects everybody different. And there are very few to no vaccines that have not had a casualty list. Okay. But, it's known that that's going to happen. So it's not like it's planned or it's on purpose. It's just a part of it. That's just how it works. Me personally, I have been blessed, I consider highly, to not have been affected with this condition, no close to me have. Pray it's the same. And I have no intention of exposing myself to anything like or close.
One of our Twitch TV viewers put in here. They say, anyone heard it could be the mark of the beast? Anybody heard that it could be the mark of the beast? They're talking about that vaccine. Leonard, what do you say to that? Leonard?
It's just someone else's opinion to me.
Okay.
Because one is, the mark of the beast, and they say, okay, if that's what you believe, and that's what you believe, don't go get it and die of the disease. That doesn't mean it was the mark of the beast because you didn't get it.
Okay.
It's not as subjective as some people would believe. But I'm not sitting here like I don't side on the side of conspiracy.
So basically, you saying that's just almost like a conspiracy theory that somebody's putting out there just to stir the pot a little bit.
No, there are people that believe this about everything. They believe stuff like that. That's just who they are. That's what they believe. I don't have no problem with them believing that. That just don't make it true.
Okay, that's good.
You can believe what you want to believe.
Sure. What do you say?
You got people been talking about the end of days, the beginning of days.
1999, the world after 1999, the world was going to end. 1999,
the world will end. How many people don't came talking about their Jesus? How many people don't came talking about they got a prophetic word for this or that, and nothing comes to pass?
Exactly.
That's how you know they fool.
Exactly. Let me go to Shu. What do you say to that? Some people believe, like Leonard said, and the twist you could say it's not him that him or her. I don't know whether it's male or female. Said that it's not them, but they've heard other people say that. So they wanted to clarify the fact that it's not their view. It's just that they've heard other people say that. So what do you say to that? Some people say it's like the mark of the beast.
I get it. I get, as Pete say, our melanated or deep melanated people are apprehensive about any vaccine because of the way we've been treated in history the way we've been given diseases, the way we've been used as lab rats and different things like that. So I understand the apprehension. I understand how conspiracy theories can make you feel. And oftentimes, our melanated community are deeply rooted in Christianity and in religion, whether it's Christianity, Islam, whatever you claim. And in those, we often look, if we think something is bad, we often put, we look for mark of the beast or how it may hurt ourselves, because that's what we've been taught. That's what's been put in us to believe that vaccination are evil. This may be the mark of the beast, but however, we have to realize what I would say are fables or tales, or like you say, conspiracy theories, and we have to come to what is truth. I don't believe, and this is just my opinion, I don't believe that it's the mark of the beast. I feel like a lot of things could be considered mark of the beast. If you feel like the vaccine is the mark of the beast, well, what about a chip in a credit card? What about a chip that they're putting in people to be able to clock in and clock out? There's a lot of things in this society. What about the digital money that's about to come out? So there's a lot of things that you can put and say, oh, okay, well, this is the end time. This is the mark of the beast. I remember when I was a little kid, my grandma said we was living in the last days. Now I'm older.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but a lot of the things that you said, some people could say the same conspiracy theory could say all these things are lining up to that alley. Go ahead. Yeah.
And that's my point. If you're looking at everything, if you want to look at it full circle, look at it full circle. However, and I'm like Leonard, if you feel like it's the mark of the beast and you want to make a stand and you want to say that you don't want the vaccine, then don't get it and die of whatever you're going to die of. Whatever, if you're going to get COVID, you deal with the symptoms, you deal with the problems, you deal with being alone in the hospital, you deal with all that. If you believe it, achieve it. But don't sway other people into what you're believing. You know, I'm a firm believer in this. My children were vaccinated when they're children, with all the vaccinations that comes with it, the ones that you have to have in order to go to a public school. I know 99.9% of the people have vaccinated their children in order for them to go to school. So was that too the mark of the beast? It's the same. It's a vaccination. Vaccinations are here. That's why smallpox is no longer a problem. That's why you hear less of mumps. I am for people being vaccinated, but I'm also for it to be researched well. I'm also for it to be done properly. I just feel like the vaccine for the COVID came out very quickly. And I feel like it's too quick. I don't know. I don't think they got all the kinks out of it. I think that it's too early. I would tell those that are 65 and older, I would tell them to get it. Either the Moderna is the one that I prefer, only because I know that it will protect them, and they are the ones that are suffering greatly. So I would tell my older people to look into getting it, and those that have diabetes, high blood pressures, those conditions, because those are the ones that are suffering the most from the disease. So I'm contemplating on myself. Like I say, I'm contemplating it for myself. My sister had it. My best friend, and they have no signs, symptoms of anything. You know, they, as of right now, they're fine. And my sister, like I say, is encouraging me to get it. I'm just still trying to debate about it in my mind.
Exactly. We got a couple of callers. I want to go to those callers as well. And our next call, I think, is Rico. Rico, you with us?
Yeah, Grand Rising, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
Hey, doing good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm out here getting it.
There you go. We got a couple of things we're talking about this morning. You know, this is Way Out Wednesday. We're talking about one, that Tiger Woods situation that happened to him yesterday, and this vaccine. Someone said that the vaccine could be deemed the mark of the beast. What do you say to that?
Well, when it comes to COVID, it did just happen yesterday. It ain't even been 24 hours. So we need to, sometimes we need to look at ourselves and realize that we need to stop being so sensational and then a rush for for information and gossip. I ain't gonna even say gossip, just news. And let stuff play out, because you know I mean, we haven't heard the whole story yet, but we speculate.
You talking about Tiger?
And it could have been
you talking about Tiger?
With Tiger? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It could have been. It could have been a perfectly just normal accident. You know, but everybody wants to assume the worst because it's more sensational. And it really shows you the atmosphere we live in society today. Not just black people, white people, but especially us. I mean, we ain't even gave it 24 hours and we try to make it a topic and we don't know nothing. So what we gonna talk about? We ain't got no facts. All I'm saying we could do is make jokes and opinions, guesses about what could have happened, and it might be totally off base. And as far as the vaccine goes, I'm not gonna encourage or discourage anybody from taking it, because if it goes bad, I don't want to be responsible for them taking my advice, and it can go bad. So I think people need to just worry about if they're gonna take it or not, and give their opinion on why they won't or will take it. But as far as advising other people, I never will. And I won't doubt people that have a conspiracy theory, because I'm pretty sure when they did the Tuskegee experiment, it was probably some people saying the same thing back then. Then you probably had other black people coming out saying, it's safe. They gonna help us. Because if there's nobody come out there and convince them to do it, they probably wouldn't have. But somebody had to convince them to go into that deceit trustingly. So now what we doing? Okay, now let's go back and look at our history. If you fail to know your history, what you doing to do what?
You go repeat it. Absolutely.
Okay, so now we don't know no better. I mean, why would we doubt somebody when we already know that the people we are trusting has done it before? You know, Pfizer. Let's talk about Pfizer. You know, Pfizer has bought pretty much all the rights to that doctor that everybody honors in Virginia, and I think he got a statue in South Carolina. I believe he has a statue in New York. He got a statue down here in Alabama. So coming up with all kind of women's surgeries or whatever, you know, as far as the woman's reproductive system. You know that guy, that Sims guy.
Yeah, gynecologist.
That doctor. Okay, he was butchering these women. So they have pictures, renditions of pictures showing how the scenario was. And even though they make it seem like it wasn't that traumatic, it was. The other doctors that were there assisting him used to run out of the rooms because it was so barbaric. They had to force those women, and they got pictures. So I'm reading a book now called Medical Apartheid. It's so funny that I'm reading it at this time. This woman that wrote this book wanted to use that picture for the cover of her book. Now, just the title of it, Medical Apartheid, lets you know what it is. And so, in the history of it, she documents more than the Tuskegee experiment. She documents 5 or 6 different times where we were experimented on and deceived about the treatment. And then the other times we were forced. Our people, not us, but our ancestors. And she also states the reasons why. Those reasons still exist. But anyway, Pfizer owns all the rights to this man's stuff now, right? So she wanted to use this picture for the book. They said, well, we need to see a copy of the book first. She wouldn't do that. So then they said, well, how about you send us an outline and just a copy of the chapter you wanted to put it in? So she did that. They didn't respond back to her. Pfizer, the same company, has the rights to this guy that did the same medical experiment, racist medical experiment on black women. So now that mindset, tell me if they don't have anything to worry about, why would they not let that woman use that picture for the book? Why wouldn't they want the truth out about how terrible of a doctor he was, how barbaric it was? So, I mean, I can't dismiss nobody being doubtful or being precautious or pessimistic about this. I am. You know, I'm not all the way against it, but I ain't all the way for it.
Good deal. Good deal. Let me go to, we got another call. I think it's Donald Tucson. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fairly middling. Is that how they say it?
Yes, sir. You talking about
fair to middling.
Fair to middling?
See that?
There you go.
Sarah Millen.
Hey, watch this, Sheila. Donna, that's your wife speaking for you again?
I hadn't proposed yet.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
She keep answering something.
Look. I was just correcting your enunciation.
Speaking for you. Speaking for you.
So if you see all of a sudden, I guess this 5'6" person that you probably have seen or somewhere along the line just pop up and in a stir, the word is out. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Exactly. The word is out. Look here. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. But we talking about this.
You'll find out.
Exactly. We're talking about this morning on I'm gonna say Donald Trump, Lord Jesus, Tiger Woods, and this vaccine. Donald, what's on your heart?
I could care less. Anybody read that? If I had an accident, anybody that put me in the paper and made a big stink out of it, who cares? I mean, we act like these celebrities can't have accidents. I mean, you know, he's one of the greatest golfers since I don't know we've known. That's about it. The rest of that, it don't make no difference. I don't care who he married, whether she buried the house in the ground. I don't care. That's on him. You get what you ask for. You know. So I mean, what's the big deal? The man had an accident, and everybody want to say, "Well, there's some scandal in there." You just wait. Who cares? So if it's just an accident or a scandal, how is that going to benefit your life? Ellie? Is it going to make you feel better?
I can't say
one way or the other.
No.
Is it going to help you pay your bills or you know, get you a better income? No, sir. No. So let's wait for the next one.
And the next one is coming.
You know. And the next one after that. We make a big deal out of nothing. Now,
the vaccine.
The vaccine and 666. How you add that up? People, matter of fact, I went there and it says, where is it? Here's the wisdom. Let him that understand count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 660, 666. I think we need to go to at least 13th chapter Revelation and take a look at some of the things that kind of go around the mark of. You know, whether you could, is Corona helping you or discrediting it or the vaccine? I know they said, well, you know, we gonna give those that take the vaccine the stimulus check, and 5,000 people will get their vaccine that day. Which is crazy as hell.
Exactly.
Which is crazy as hell. Look, if you do it, that's good. If you don't, I've gotten the flu shot 1 year, 2 years ago. They asked me yesterday, told them no. They asked me last year, I told them no. Here's the thing about getting the flu shot. You're still gonna get the flu. So do your thing. What's this big deal? But it ain't got to be no mark of the beast. Come on now, you trying to create. If we would study, we would make up stuff.
Exactly. Let me go.
And here's another thing. I'm gonna shut up. Here's the thing about the mark of the beast. Some of you are gonna take it anyway.
Exactly.
Because you're greedy.
Down on the road this morning, Shua. You see him, man. You said, let me go to Pete. Pete, what's on your heart, brother? We talking about this, the mark of the beast, man, and 666 and all this stuff, the vaccine, and we tying it to get this. What is really going on, Pete? Talk to
me. Jazz music was the devil when it came out. The TV was the end of the world when it came out. Rock and roll was the devil's music when it came out.
Speak, Pete.
So, you know, we what you believe, okay? And you can make things make sense. I can tell you that 1 + 1 is actually 3. And in this society, we agree it to be 2. But I can go all into all kind of examples and metaphors and try my best to convince you that 1 + 1 is 3. It's always been 3. It's 3. Everybody knows it's 3. You should know it's 3. You deceived if you haven't realized and studied and learned by now that it's 3. Hey, it might actually be 3, but we identified over here as 2. How about that?
Yeah.
So the thing is, what you believe, you believe. And what you want to believe, you can pull evidence and things to prove your point and to stand on that as your truth. So, I don't subscribe into the hysteria. We are put here, brother, to glorify all that is good and right, to be servants unto one another, and to actually understand that we are all actually linked together as one, each and every one of us. It's just some things that, we just haven't fully matured to understand it. So all these other things, we have some positive things and efforts and energy. We also have some negative things and efforts and energy. So we just want to fully understand that let's not get hysterical. Let's certainly do all that we can. And, if there's factual, proven evidence, then certainly there's a lot of things being chopped around, shared openly that, about the world, about society, different things that are going on. But, don't get hysterical. You get up every day, you brush your teeth, you clean your body, you deodorize and moisturize and put on some clothes and some shoes. We wear underwear because of what? Well, underwear was created to keep your body stains out of your outward clothes. That's what they were created.
Yeah.
So you're doing all of these things to maintain yourself and do what's best for yourself. So continue to do that. Just be encouraged to continue to do that and continue to keep your spirituality, your relationship with the God, and do what you can to keep yourself healthy and have faith and trust and believe. And I think that everything will be all right.
Everything's gonna be all right.
All right. It's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh Lord, we got to start singing, y'all. Let me go ahead and stop it real quick because she's gonna be singing. She's gonna be singing the whole song. Badger, good morning, Badger. How you doing this morning?
Another blessed day. I hope
Yes, sir.
everyone's having a good day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're talking about a couple of things. We're talking about Tiger Woods, and we're talking about this vaccine. People say that it could be deemed the mark of the beast. What do you say to that?
I can understand why. It's just another one of those things. Because there's so many different reasons of why I've heard people say it's mark of a beast. Mark of the beast. When it comes down to like genetics and DNA and all that kind of stuff, that's, to me, that's when they're trying to do things and play God without God. And it's kind of interesting because, looking at genetics and stuff. I don't know how many of you guys ever heard the spin Robin Williams gave on Tiger Woods. You know, and it's kind of funny because it was actually talking about genetics. I'll have to look it up so I can remember exactly how he said it. But I have a lot of concern when it comes to this virus. I mean, not this virus, but the vaccine. And the potential for what people are going to be okay with in the future, thinking that it is okay.
So you think this is just opening the door? Okay. Okay. Leonard, what do you say to that? Badger think that this vaccine is just a way of opening up the door to other things that's going to come in the future. What do you say to that, Leonard?
Yes, it's a good idea. It's great. It's going to be great. Because guess what? There's going to come a day when people don't have to die of cancer anymore. There are going to be advancements in science to where, one, nanotechnology is going to help eradicate a lot of diseases and everything that you're born with and all these other types of things. Why not? But like I say, everybody don't want to be healed. Some people want to be sick. So those people, like what? You got those people that will tell you, yeah, they're doing this to kill black people, and then you're gonna have a fit and complain when we just give all the vaccines to white people then. Since you black people, we understand what you said, and we understand your history, and we know why you don't want this vaccine. So you know what? You don't have to take it. So let's take all these doses that we were gonna put in your community and give them to somebody else who wants them. Then you're gonna holler discrimination again. So this is
so where lies the victory? How do we win as people? Black, white, orange, polka dot, and striped. How do we win?
We win when we come up ways to address our mortality. When everybody didn't used to live 80 years old. We had points where the life expectancy at one point for men was around 40-some years, 40, 43 years. Now we at around 74, around 70-something, still behind women. So life expectancy has changed. The infant mortality death rate has changed because before a lot of babies used to die in childbirth along with the mothers. In some countries, the infant mortality rate is still high, but coming down. It's because of modern medicine. So either you're going to choose to hate something and stick to it, or you're going to look at things rationally.
Leonard,
the only issue is,
I'm going to ask you this question, Leonard, and then I'm going to go to Sheila. I hear her take on it as well. Do you think a lot of the conspiracy theories and people that come up with these things are just really just fighting against our victory, that same victory that you're talking about? Do you think they're just speaking about it because they just want to have something to talk about?
No, some of them are afraid. Nothing wrong with being afraid.
So you're saying they're legitimately afraid?
Yeah, some people are legitimately afraid, just like Negroes who are legitimately afraid of taking this vaccine.
Would you take it, Leonard?
I'll probably take it along down the road, but I haven't taken vaccines in a very long time. So I'm not, for myself, because of my immune system, I don't usually have to take vaccines because I don't usually get sick, as quickly as some people.
Okay. Sure. What do you say to that?
I have family members who have taken the vaccine, though, and God bless, they're doing fine. Haven't had any bad reports, but they're taking the vaccine because they want to get ahead and get back and get moving in their lives and doing what they love and not have, because, like, say, for instance, someone like Shira, she works in the industry. She's exposed to ill people on a regular basis. So there's some precautions that she has to take that I may not have to because I'm not exposed like that.
Okay. Okay. Sure. What's on your heart?
I want to address stick to it. He or she had two questions. The first question was, what if it's mandatory? And the second one that was brought up was your body, your own body makes to where you have everything you need in order to fight viruses. So the first, if it's mandatory, at my job, it was, they was trying to make it mandatory. When they changed it and said that, okay, well, if you don't take it and you do get the coronavirus, then you won't get your coronavirus pay or your time off. You would just have to use PTO time or just use the time off, however you have to do it. And that's still, again, a personal decision. If you need your job and you need what you have to do and they're making it mandatory, then you have to stand there and make a decision. Are you going to take it? Or are you going to keep your job? I mean, you got to see what your moral and your ethics lies. Some people will say, I'm not going to do it, find a job that doesn't have it mandatory, because not all jobs are making it mandatory. The state or the state hasn't made it mandatory yet. And then the second part of it was, the placenta. When a baby is, the placenta of a woman has every, that's why they ask women if they want to save the placenta, because it has everything you need to heal whatever you got going on. It can heal cancer, it can build new cells, it can build you a leg, it can do all kinds of things. So yeah, we do have bodies that make up to heal. However, sometimes it doesn't work. We have to take vitamins. We have to do different things. We have to eat properly. We have to make sure we're doing things to make sure our body is capable of producing the stuff that we need to do. But here, I can say majority of the people are not eating correctly, are obese, have diabetes, have high blood pressure, have different things because of the way we're eating, the way we take care of our bodies. And to address Rico when he was talking about, the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, that happened. A lot in the book that he's reading, I'm very interested. I want to get the title so I can read it myself. But there was a lot of things that happened medical. And even today, my sister is an ER doctor again. And the tale she tells about how doctors or medical staff treat our melanated community is outrageous, because we're undereducated in that aspect and we don't know. So they mistreat us by misdiagnosing because they don't care, or throw different things, antibiotics at us until you're immune to antibiotics. So the medical industry can be biased towards melanated people and treat them poorly with the sheer not understanding. A prime example, my mom went to the ER because she was having some severe pain. We thought she was having a kidney stone. We went to the ER. The doctor refused to give her pain medicine. Went ahead and took her labs, refused to give her anything to treat because the blood pressure was rising because of the pain. And we walked out of that facility and went to another place. So you have to know your rights as a patient and what you're needing. The woman thought my mother was drug seeking, which I didn't understand, because she's she's never been a person to come into the ER seeking drugs. So we have to be able to be educated and know what we deserve and what we don't deserve. We went to a different facility and we found out that it was a sciatic nerve issue that was causing her pain. But at it, she was about to be mistreated. She went through the x-ray. She had labs all without any pain, screaming and crying in pain. And that's inhumane. And when my sister and I called, like, well, why aren't you giving her any pain? But, well, we don't know what it is yet. But you see she's in pain. You see her blood pressure is rising. You see that you can treat that now. And the lady was just upset because my sister and I were knowledgeable of the medical field, and she felt threatened. So, that misrepresentation in the medical field happens today. You don't have to go back in history. It happens now. So we have to educate ourselves and be able to know what we deserve and what's right.
Exactly.
And with that, I do have to go. And I love you guys so much. I have to go and protect us.
Exactly.
I love y'all. Y'all have a great morning. Mwah.
Okay, and we will see you in the minata, right? In the morning.
In the minata?
Yeah, in the morning.
Oh, yes. I didn't know that. I was like, what is that? Look, Raheem drinking some stuff, y'all. Y'all better see what's in this coffee.
Exactly. Water. Straight pure water. That's the only thing I'm drinking over here right now. But let's Donna, I heard you saying something. What'd you say, Donna?
I said you saw me duck when she told that kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw you duck, brother. I saw you. Yeah, I sent you the link this morning, brother. You ain't coming on. You ain't coming on?
I know, man. No, sir. I got to work, man. Back in the stride again.
Oh, okay. I got you. What good deal. Let me go to Badger. Badger, what's on your heart, brother? It's a lot going on. We're talking about a lot right now in along the lines of this whole conspiracy, if you will, about this vaccine. What is really going on?
That
Rico, coming to you next, brother.
I'm a firm believer that everything we need to heal our bodies is already on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And the synthetic stuff is just trying to mimic what's already out there.
Mm-hmm. But see, a lot of time, Badger, people don't know how to go and obtain the things that they need, or even what they need at all.
Well, one of the issues I've run across is there's a few things I've been trying to get a hold of that is either so expensive to get a hold of, or just that hard to find. Like I said before, my wife and kids have some allergies and things like that, and to eat as healthy as they need to eat, it is really expensive. To eat natural, healthy things, unless you're growing it yourself. So it's because of the experiences I have with all of that, plus the teachings that's been passed down to me, and like some of the teachings that was passed down to me is that the theory that a lot of like Aboriginal people didn't live to be as old as some of us as today isn't as accurate as the scientists want us to think. Because there's so many things that's been passed down to me saying of how old people how old people live to. And I find it quite interesting of the differences between what's been passed down through word of mouth, which is a huge tradition, in my culture, versus what they try to tell us our culture is, and what our history is.
Wow.
So I guess a person could say I have a skewed perception when it comes to things like the vaccine and stuff like that. Which is fine. People can accuse me of whatever they want to. What being who I used to be and the research I do and everything else, I just have my reasons to be cautious.
Okay. And should everybody be cautious?
That's up to the individual.
Okay.
They need to do their own research and find out what's good for them.
Good deal. Got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? I think it's K with an E. Is it K with an E? K, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. You in it? Okay. Okay. We get and good morning, sis. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm blessed in you.
Yeah, blessed as well, sis. Blessed as well. We're talking about a couple of things. This is Way Out Wednesday. And Rico, I'm coming to you. I ain't forget about you, brother. I'm coming to you. I wanted to address the caller. But we're talking about two things: Tiger Woods, that situation, the accident that he had yesterday, and this, and then there's the vaccine. Some people say it's like the mark of the beast. What do you say to that?
Wait a minute. They said it's the vaccine.
They say the vaccine it can be considered the mark of the beast. What do you say to that?
I don't know. Seeing that I know people that already had it, first dose and second dose, and they okay. It's just like anything else that they have out there. That any other shot that we have to take. You take it, either you do or you don't. Some take it, some don't. And some do good, some don't. This older lady just got sick for 2 days and she was okay. When I took the flu shot when I was into nursing, I had to take it. I used to tell them, just know I'm gonna be off of work for 2 weeks. 2 weeks after taking this shot, I'm gonna be off of work for 2 weeks. So reschedule y'all stuff because I won't be here. I'm gonna be sick. And every time I was sick, so that's what the flu shot did. It made me sick for 2 weeks. When I got out of nursing, I was happy because I didn't have to take it no more. But that's what it did. So I'm not going to take the vaccine because I don't have a reason to. I've been around too many people with COVID and didn't catch it. So if I don't know nothing else, I know I'm covered. God definitely has covered me. And I thank him for it. I thank him for the cover. I'm not taking it. I know too many people that done took it and it didn't make sense.
Okay.
So no, I don't think it's the mark of the beast, but it just depends on people. You got to go through the word. It's in the word. Like that vaccine stuff is in the word. Google what the Bible says about vaccines and immunization, and you're gonna see what it tells you. And it's gonna take you to scripture. It's in there.
Okay.
So I'm good, and I'm not taking it. I thank him for all the knowledge and all the wisdom. I don't need it. Some people need it. I don't need it. I'm good.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, Rico, somebody said something a little bit earlier about how we eat and we need to eat better. So let me ask you this question, Rico. Do we, a lot of times, not personalized, but as a whole, do we eat to live or do we live to eat?
Oh man, we live to eat. Well, you know, I can't speak in terms of everybody absolute because you know you have some healthy eaters out there. You got vegans, you know. So I mean, but we are the most obese country on the planet.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I think we have some of the worst death rates and mortality rates. You know, so I mean, you know, diseases that come with eating unhealthy, like heart disease. You know, it's so many other things we do. You know, so I believe in this country, I believe we live to eat. You know, we are in a this is probably, I'm gonna say America is probably the biggest consumer on the planet too. You know, we probably spend more money on entertainment and unnecessary things out of convenience, you know, or just because we want to move fast, we don't have time to sit down and slow, you know, just watch or be patient sometimes. And
Rico, let me ask you.
I was gonna say that about the vaccine a second ago when you asked, you know, what was gonna happen. I said, well, you know, really and truly, we have to be patient.
Yeah.
You know, some people are expecting short-term effects, but you know, what's to say it won't be in the long-term effects? You know, so I mean, we just got to be patient and see what it does. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm being patient. I'm not saying I won't ever take the vaccine, but you know, I know better than to just jump out there first in line also.
Exactly. And you say everything is in a hurry and we rush. What are we in a hurry for?
To do what we want to do next. Whatever entertains us. Whatever our heart desires. Whatever our desires.
My mom was in a hurry going nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah, in a hurry for nothing. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother? Do we live to eat or do we eat to live? Majority of the people.
Say that again, Raheem.
Do we eat to live or do we live to eat?
Man, you know what? I live to eat, and that's one of my problems. See, that's my issue. It's food. And so I know that's my issue. So I don't sit here and try to blame it on the beast and this, that, and the other. There's a reason why I have some of the issues that I have. And it wasn't until I accepted that I needed to do something about my situation that it started to change. See, I can't sit up here and you got people talking about, you know, this disease and what have you. And like, yeah, you don't believe in masking. Yeah, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. But you want that bed and that oxygen when you barely making it.
Wow. Wow.
So everybody tough until it happens to them.
And Leonard,
and everybody
how often do we
had it.
How often do we exercise, Leonard? Everybody say that, and the new year come in, everybody gonna join the gym, and they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. How often do we even exercise, man?
Well, like I say, I don't know. Some people exercise more than others, and a lot of people are doing different things. But we know why we have certain situations, and that's why some people choose that type of thing. If you knew that you could get rid of diabetes by eating right and working out, why wouldn't you do it? It's obvious, because you don't want to do it.
Come on.
So I'm not going to argue with you about it or whatever. It's up to you. See, I'm about personal freedom. I'm not going to have a white master nor a black one.
I'm gonna tell you something, Leonard.
I'm gonna be the master of my faith.
I'm gonna tell you something, Leonard. I don't want you to be my doctor, because you talking about it's up to you. If you live or you die, it's up to you. Now, if you don't want to take this medicine, it's up to you.
If I was a doctor and I gave you the pills and you didn't take them, that's on you.
But see, Leonard, you could be a little more assertive, a little bit on the matter. It's up to you. If you don't want to take this medicine, you're gonna die. No, I don't want you.
Don't take it. It's your choice.
No, Leonard, I don't want you being my doctor, brother. That's okay. Hey.
No, I couldn't be your doctor.
No. Donald Toussaint, talk to me, brother. Do we eat to live, or do we live to eat? Pete, coming to you next. Toussaint. Donald Toussaint, wake up and go to sleep. Wake up and go to sleep. Pete, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me. Pete, you there? Where my phone line folks at? Badger, take it till we get back to our phone line. People, they don't want to sleep on me. Do you think we live to eat, Badger, or eat to live, or live to eat?
I'm not quite sure what that means.
Online people.
Huh?
Go ahead, Badger. I was stuck on mute, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm not quite sure what that means.
Do people eat to live, eat just to sustain life, or they live to eat and overindulge and just eat too much all the time, just eat just because?
The second one. I don't like. There's so many studies and proof that certain restaurant, fast food places, and everything else is bad for you. Yet people continue to eat at these same places. And talking with other people from other countries, they there's such a difference in what is allowed in our foods in this country that is not allowed pretty much anywhere else. Which should say a lot for what we allow. And like I said earlier, me and my wife's working on trying to get a garden growing properly, but some of the things that they can't have that we would need to grow is not an easy task, especially where we live. To grow things like rice, or enough rice to make rice flour and different things, or the potatoes or sorghum to make, or tapioca to make the starches that they can use or have. So our entire yard would probably have to be growing a garden to even get the materials to make bread, to make safe bread for them. And to go to the store and be able to buy all of that is not. I go without food a lot. just to make sure my wife and kids can eat. So because their food is really expensive. So it's, once again, it boils down to, you know, it's after doing the research and looking into the things that are in people's that are in the food that's actually hurting people, that no one wants to believe or pay attention to or do anything about. And then seeing where there were people doing their best to fight it, and I mean thousands of people, and not only the state officials and businesses, but also the government and businesses pretty much went, no, we do what we want. So it's just one of those things.
Exactly. Pete, are you back with us? Pete, are you there? My brother Pete done fell out. The conversation done knocked him out. Donna Toussaint, you back with us? Man, they done look here. They done they AKK with the E. They got something going on over there, ain't it?
It sounds like something going on.
Something going
Somebody
on.
said that was their problem. Who was that said that's their problem? They eat. They eating is a problem. Was that Donna?
But okay, what do you say that? Do we live to eat or do we eat to live?
Nah, eat to live. I don't live to eat. Because I have days I don't tell a person, oh, I'm gonna fast today and I ain't gonna eat but one meal, or I ain't gonna eat none of this today. Like yesterday was one of those days I decided to just eat one meal, and so now I'm starving. I'm up right now. Fix me some white hominy and sausage.
Wow. Okay.
Because I didn't eat but one meal yesterday, but it was worth it. I felt better. Like, you know, I had to work on myself before summer get here. And so I was going to eat all the junk food I've been eating. But no, some people do. I have a friend that do. Like, she just eats, and I told her, you just eat to be eating. Yeah. You don't even be hungry. Like, you just eating. You ain't hungry, but you eating. I told her, you ain't hungry. I know you're not hungry. Like, my friend came over here the other day, and she was like, I ain't hungry. But when she seen that chicken, she was ready to eat.
Exactly.
I said, we go out to eat. I don't want anything. Me, her, and took my son with us one day. She said, I don't want nothing. I want anything but chicken. Anything but chicken. Do y'all know we went to Gate and they have smoked chicken wings? And she ordered smoked chicken wings. I said, why don't you want anything but chicken? And you came right in here and you ordered Gate. I said, because you just eat to be eating. Like, that's what she does. She just eat to be eating. So my legs hurt. I said, no, they don't, or you wouldn't keep eating. You would walk and quit eating. Like, you just eat to eat. She cracks me up.
And see, that's the thing too, Kate. That's the thing too. A lot of times people say they want to be healthy, they want to get fit and stuff, but they don't never exercise. How you gonna do that? You sit there and you say, I got to do better. I need to go exercise. You keep saying it, and you hear people saying this all the time, but they never get up and do anything. But yet and still, they exercise that spoon with that fork all the time. And so
I have a friend started working out, and she got bigger. And I said, that's because you started and you stopped. I said, so the bigness comes before the littleness. So your bigness came and you stopped. You should have kept working because you bigger than what you was. You didn't understand the concept of it.
So you say that. So you say the bigness come before the littleness.
Yes.
Lord.
I know.
Leonard, what do you say to that? She say the bigness come before the littleness. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother?
Like I said, I'm the biggest person to clown when it comes to something like that. It's like, for instance, my wife, you always talk, I gotta lose some weight. I bet you won't until you start, though. I bet you won't. If you want to talk to me about losing weight, talk to me about it from the treadmill.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't want to hear about it. I'm not going to talk to you every day about your weight. That's not a conversation I feel like having every day. So we can talk about how much you lose. I applaud you for doing all the work, and every day I see you doing it. Look at Now you're doing now. It makes sense now
Mm-hmm.
because look at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're trying to lose the weight.
Mm-hmm. Putting in effort.
I ain't never known nobody lose weight talking about
it. Exercising them jaws, all they doing, huh? Exercising them jaws.
Yeah, you know, or acting like you don't have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my grandmother used to be so funny. So how is my aunt such and such?
Uh-huh.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. She just fat. That's what's wrong with it. She fat. You know why you don't like walking? Because you got all that extra weight. That's why you don't like walking. Because you're the pressure on your knees and those things like that. Those things changed when I changed my life. I had to stop eating. I stopped eating beef. I don't eat pork, and I don't eat chicken.
Mm-hmm. Good Lord.
I had to stop drinking a lot of different sodas. I had to really start getting rid of soda, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's horrible. But those are the things that I have to do because those are the things that were causing me so many problems. I can't sit around here and complain to Raheem about acid reflux and then shoving Doritos down my throat.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
It ain't the Doritos. Like I say, it ain't the cigarettes and it ain't this. And we know what it ain't.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But we got a problem accepting what it really is.
And I've
had some people get really upset with me about certain things. Well, why you don't eat? Are you mad at me because I don't eat it, or you know you shouldn't be eating what you eat, but you don't want to change?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to live.
Exactly. And the thing about it, Leonard, people don't understand. You know, people sometimes they love the taste of soda, what it tastes like, or whatever the case. But they don't understand exactly what it is they put in their body, man. Sodas are not good for you at all. There's nothing good about soda. Nothing. Soda,
no.
Or depending on where you are, some people call it pop, whatever you call it.
But anybody that thought it was good for them crazy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it tastes.
Yep.
See, it's the taste of things because taste ain't nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
They're completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So what I love to taste may not always be good for me.
And I'm gonna tell you something that and I'm gonna go to Donna because Donna says he's back now. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, that I used to drink all the time, and I stopped drinking. I don't drink it no more. And the last time I can remember, I tried to drink. It was just so nasty to me, man. I couldn't even do it. That's beer. I used to drink beer like a sailor. I used to, man, go get me it wasn't nothing for me to go get me a 12-pack or a case and just have it in the refrigerator and drink it. But man, I stopped. I stopped drinking. I don't drink no more. And the last time I can remember, I tried to drink a beer. I tasted it, and I was like, man, whoo! And I poured it down the sink, man. Threw the bottle away. But a lot of people, Donald Toussaint, and Donald probably don't drink either. I'm just throwing a question to him. Drink beer like it's good, man, but it just doesn't taste good to me.
And it shows with his truck driver there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it'll put that weight on you now. It'll put that weight on you.
But you know what? I thought about when I was talking, and I was still listening. This is the best part of any meal. Bless this food, O Lord, that we're about to receive from that bounty by some Lord. Amen. I'll bless a piece of meat in a minute. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll eat it. So will.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to overweight vegans. How you eat all healthy food and still overweight?
Yeah.
Because you eat sugar.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So here's the thing about it is, we eat depends on the day to live or live to eat. Because sometimes I watch what I eat because the effects of me not watching what I eat start showing up. Can't tie my shoes. You should see me in the morning. It's a hot mess. I got to tie one shoe, take a breath,
rest,
wait a while, and go for what I know we're done.
Yeah. Look here. It seemed like every morning them shoes be beating the brakes off you. It's like the shoes be winning. Because by the time you get both of them tired, you tired. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, and then so then now I figure, I got to eat better.
Mm-hmm.
I should have thought about that before I started tying my shoe.
Exactly.
So then that week I try salad and fish.
Mm-hmm.
The time I feel better, here I go to the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
So which is it? It depends on. I want to talk about something. Why is it that for the last 3-4 presidents, every one of them has been the Antichrist? Depends on who prophesied.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm wondering, and I'm going to throw his name out there.
Come on.
Hagen.
Mm-hmm.
He always prophesying about Democratic presidents being the Antichrist. John Hagen.
Mm-hmm.
He's an end-time prophet.
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
Obama was the Antichrist. Everybody but Trump. I can't figure that out. And I'm not saying neither one of them are, because that's a false interpretation of Scripture.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's not, because it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because people have a tendency to usher certain things in. What you eat, the vaccine, how you conduct yourself, who's in office,
mm-hmm.
who's in control of these worldly leaders. All of this is ushered in time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right and you're wrong. But you're right don't make it right, because that's the way you see it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because of who you favor.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to people, but I don't jump and run just because somebody has an idea, just like this vaccine.
Exactly.
I wouldn't disadvise it,
mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't advise it because it's. I mean, I know my brothers and sisters, my older brothers and sisters, have already taken it, the first and the second shot, and they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never been sick. I took the test yesterday, and so I'm good for right now. I don't have the corona. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to run down there.
How long did I wonder?
One more thing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I wonder though, Donald, and y'all can tell me, because every year they say you have to take the flu shot every year. So do you have to take the vaccine every year? Is it the same? Like, because they say it's like the
I don't know, but they asked me. They asked me yesterday, "Did you take the flu shot?" I say no.
Mm-hmm.
I said, they said, "Do you want to take it?" I say no.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me if I wanted to take the shingles vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
It's vaccine for shingles, which comes from chickenpox.
Yeah. I
told them no. No.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not bothered by it. Now, if I had, hey, we got some, polio or whatever it is that we have to take to keep up with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be mandatory for kids to go to school before you enter into college. You have to take certain shots.
Yeah.
Vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
But the immune system is amazing. It'll work on some things, but sometimes the immune system has to have help to fight off certain things.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way the body works.
That's just how it is.
But me, if I'm not sick, I bet you believe I'm not checking into nobody's hospital.
Mm-hmm. No need.
Yeah.
No need.
For what?
Exactly. Brother Pete, you back with us? Man, Pete done fell off, ain't it? Pete, what is going on? Pete, where are you? Let me see it, Donald. Can I see it, Donald?
Yeah, go knock yourself out.
Pete, wake up and go to sleep. Wake up and go to sleep. Badger, Now we're talking about all these people trying to get healthy. They don't want to exercise. They want to eat everything that's placed in front of them. How they gonna get healthy?
Good luck.
Luck of the draw.
Pretty much.
You see, this is my plan
Didn't
right
he say
here.
luck?
He said luck. Mm-hmm.
No, I said good luck.
Good luck. Okay, good luck. Exactly. See, this is my plan. See, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pray. And I'm gonna pray. And every time I pray, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, you see, because I'm gonna pray that God take the weight off of me. I ain't gonna exercise, and I'm gonna eat everything I can find. And y'all gonna see that it's gonna work. Is it gonna work?
Waffle with cheese, no onions, and a Diet Coke.
Oh my God.
No Diet Coke. I gained more weight than a little bit. Was drinking Diet Coke, thinking I'm gonna eat all this diet stuff and no sugar this and sugar free this. And doctor said you was as big as you was before you started.
Exactly.
And I really was. Because the diet stuff have something in it. I forgot to store with A. And it just makes you gain weight. It's more sugar than regular sugar. So I was like, okay, I know what to do. Let me go back to my natural stuff. I went back to my apple cider vinegar. I went back to my workout. I went back to eating how I normally eat. And I eat whatever I want to eat. And I don't gain no whole lot of weight. I actually been the same size. The biggest I've been was when I ate all that diet food.
Exactly. Badger,
and now I'm 14. 14 wasn't my friend. I gained a lot of weight. Now I gotta lose it. My birthday, April the 9th.
Your birthday, April the 9th?
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta lose it. Can't be this big. I'll be 59, and they gonna think I'm 38.
Exactly.
I already think I'm 32.
Exactly.
I don't want to be 32. I want to be 59. But that ain't what God planned for me. So I'm gonna look like I'm 18.
Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. Badger, talk to me, brother.
I find it hilarious that people think that. To me, it's like it's one thing to put faith in creation to that degree. It's another for creation to respond the way you think creation is going to. I'm a firm believer that if you ain't putting in the work, there's a very low chance creation's actually going to respond. It's probably going to be no. Or provide you a doorway with, this is how you can get better. And so I think a lot of people have this miscued thought of certain things and don't realize when creation is talking to them and when creation isn't.
Now,
go ahead.
Stick to Get said, I think the key to staying fit is to eat pizza 3 times a week. Now, how this gonna work out?
It's not gonna work out good for me. That much tomato, it'll mess with the arthritis I got, which I need to work on.
Look here, eat pizza. Eat pizza 3 times a week, and I guarantee you that's a diet plan that's gonna help you lose 45 pounds in 3 months. I promise you, if you eat pizza 3 times a week. Now, Donna, what kind of sense that make?
If you eat that pizza every day that you eat that pizza, and you go out and you run 5 miles, do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, and that's what you have to do to be able to eat that pizza each time 3 times a week.
Gotta work
give
it
you
out.
the calories to do all that.
Yeah, but like I said, but my thing is you have to be active. You have to be a very active Badger. And if you're not active and you just say you're gonna eat that pizza 3 times a week and you're gonna lose weight, ain't gonna happen.
I absolutely agree.
We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I think that's me. Good morning, y'all. Toy with the T.
Toy with a T. Toy with a T. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm good, man. Listen, man, I've been so sleepy in the morning when it's time for the show. I was like extra early for tomorrow for the last 4 days. I'm like, yo, it's like 9:57. I'm
Good
not even gonna
Lord.
bother to call it. It's crazy, man. But I'm back and I missed you guys.
Hey, miss you too, sister. I wonder about y'all. I mean, I'm going to put an APB out for you. If I ain't heard from you today, I'm gonna put an APB out on you. Cause I can look. That's 3 days in a row.
Man.
Look here. I was gonna put an APB out for you. The whole search party was gonna come and find you.
Okay, listen, I'm so sleepy right now. And I'm like, I know that ain't nobody but the devil, honey. But I'm so sleepy right now, Raheem. And I'm telling you, I've been going to bed like at least 10 o'clock, 9:30.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
It's like hard to wake up this morning.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It happens to me too.
Tell me.
You getting too much sleep. When I get too much sleep, I'll be tired as I don't know what. I can't get too much sleep. 3-4 hours a night, I'm good. If I get too much more than that,
okay,
man, look here. I ain't man, look here. I'll be tired and sluggish all day if I get too much sleep.
Oh my God, that's what it is, man. Oh my God, I'm so sleepy.
Yeah.
But what y'all talking about this morning?
Well, we got two things we got going on right now. One is that whole Tiger Woods situation that happened with him. He's been in another accident.
Who?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay.
You know, he was in another accident. You know, this time it was pretty bad.
I saw that.
Yeah, they had the jaws of light, had to get him out the vehicle, and they say he had surgery, had to have pins and rods put in his ankles and legs and all kind of things. Man. Yeah, and so it's real bad. And we're talking about this COVID situation. Everybody's saying the vaccine is people are thinking that it's like the mark of the beast. What do you say to that?
Well, I think the mark of the beast is already here because you can't do anything without Social Security, get driver's license, Social Security card. So I feel like that's the mark of the beast. This is another level I think is leading up to the chip, which is COVID-19.
Here we go.
They're trying to connect everything. And now, like Texas, they had that grid, and it's off the federal grid. They got the heart machine thrown in there too, trying to get that grid back from Texas. So don't get me started on the conspiracy theories because I'm already banned off of Facebook for that. But that COVID-19 is they're doing something real not cool. So we're gonna have to be prayed up and really on go on that one. Start nationalizing, y'all. Start nationalizing so we can be just like the KKK. They can't touch us. Nationalize.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
Now I got another question. I got one more I want to throw at you, and I want to hear your heart on this one here because I know you've been in the food industry for a long time. So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this question right here. As a whole, do you think people live to eat or eat to live?
Well, we live to eat. I just now, and don't get me wrong, right? Because I'm small, and people think that, like, just because I'm small, doesn't mean that I wasn't eating healthy, or I was eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm small because, I saw that my girls got bigger, so I would eat less. But what I'm doing now is I'm eating to live, and I've been learning this lately about fasting. You know what I'm saying? Because of the food, genetically modified. Some of it's plastic. Some of it you're not losing weight. It's not going to go anywhere because it's not food. It's plastic. You know what I'm saying? So just recently, that I've been trying to eat to live. Eat for the things that whatever's wrong. If I'm in pain, I'm trying to eat food that's lowering inflammation. If dehydrated or skin problems or whatever, like I eat with a purpose now.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Rico, what do you say to that? Because a lot of times, Toy, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times, people they live to eat, man, and they want to eat everything they can see. Right. And so I was like, wow. Rico, what do you say to that, man? As a whole, do you think people live to eat or eat to live?
Yeah, I said it earlier. I said we definitely live to eat. You look at TV and the commercials will show you.
Yeah.
See so many commercials. I mean, even when the restaurants are closed, those commercials are showing. So 9 times they're trying to get you ready for tomorrow. Just look at it and get tipped by that little Caesars or that old Charlie's or Chick-fil-A commercial. You see it at 2:00 in the morning. You might say to yourself, you know what? I'm getting some of that tomorrow as soon as they open.
Exactly.
So we brainwashed into not only craving and desiring those things, but to also thinking that we need them. If you see it on TV enough, you know, those commercials are actually telling you, yeah, look at me. Look at me. Don't you want to buy me? I'll be so helpful to you. I can make so many things so easier for you. Look how convenient I am. Look, you don't even have to cook this pizza yourself. You just come pick it up. Just call it in. Look at Domino. They deliver.
You bring it to your door.
You know, so that is, you know, and we have that system in place that makes it more convenient for us to go to these restaurants and just indulge, binge on experimenting on the menus. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some people they living and eating, living their best lives doing
it. Wow. And let me see. Let me, before I do this, let me go to Pete. Pete, are you back with us, brother? I'm gonna stop calling on Pete, because Pete done put us down today. Pete, you got us looking bad over here, man. What, Pete? Where you at, brother? But listen, but my thing is this right here. Enrico, I'm gonna come right back to you. Then we're gonna circle around with this right here. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Well, you know, we're not as graphic. Sex sells, and a lot of times I see commercials, and I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, what does a hamburger on a Hardee's commercial, and them trying to make the hamburger look all sexy and talking all crazy, come and see me, and all kind of crazy stuff, man. But you know, the industry, they use sex to sell majority of everything, because they know that that's a part that man and woman struggle with. So why is that such a big thing? Why do they use sex to sell products?
Temptation to get your attention. Get a man's attention, because unconsciously that will once all is the thought. Once it enter the brain, it'll never leave. It might come up here and there. It might come up consistently. It might come up every day. But seeing things that will remind you of those thoughts or that information that you received, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, man, I remember I saw something about that last night. So imagine riding down the street and you see Hardy sign, the first thing you're gonna think of is Paris Hilton dancing and modeling a thick burger, you know. And if you like Hardee's, you probably gonna stop by there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, you know what, man, I do need to eat something today. I'll go ahead and get something right now, and I ain't even got to cook. But see, it was just the idea that was put in your mind, the thought. All it takes is the thought, the energy to penetrate your mind, and then the next thing you know, you're thinking about it. It's something like curiosity, temptation.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Let me go to Toyota T. Toyota T. Sex sells, and they use sex in industries. And I for the life of me, I can understand what the world sex and Hardee's hamburger. How what's the connection? But they use it. So what do you say to that?
Absolutely. You know, that's the goal, man. People don't care how they get it done. You know, and there are just a couple of top categories that we know will propel whatever item we do to the top, and we all already know that it's sex sells. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, you know, when it comes to getting that money, a lot of people, you know, it is what it is. That's what they do. But just look at it. You know, not only do sex ain't got nothing to do with a hamburger, but what a slut got to do with a vegan.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But you put the name together, Slutty Vegan, and she got lines around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I think about these things, right, and I'm not lying, I got to go back to thinking about the deception I was walking in when I was, you know, just doing what I wanted to do and just not thinking about getting married or anything. But that energy is a very high frequency that we operate. It's a gift from God, period. And that's just a way for the devil to try to manipulate and use it. You know what I'm saying? This sexualized society, that's why we think it's okay to grab women by the crotch and you can be the president. That's why we think it's okay that you can just do all these kind of foolish, crazy man things around or to women and get away with it barbarically, because of these campaigns that we have going on that we use to normalize and help identify. You know, and even with Disney, there's specials right now talking about how Disney has hidden images of sexual things.
Yes, yes.
That helps captivate the minds of the kids that we have. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever this spirit is of sexuality that we're trying to demonize it, that's where we're getting that power and that momentum from, and that's what we're using. So when we look at TV and these commercials, we got to think it's not about the food. There's a campaign and there is a message and there is an agenda that they're using through our eyes and our ears. So you're right. It doesn't have nothing to do with the burger, but because they know statistically how many watch TV, and I'm not going to even throw color out there, how many people watch TV, what it's going to do, and all these other things, it's an agenda and a campaign, and we need to just be, keep our eyes open because sex ain't got nothing to do with nothing but babies and money. It ain't got nothing to do with no burgers or beans.
Exactly. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Ryan? It's Kurt.
Kurt, what's going on with you, man? How you doing this morning?
All right.
Good deal. Kurt, we're talking about, we got a lot of things going on this morning, but one thing we're talking about right now is sex sales. And I preference the Hardee's commercial where they had the burger and they talking all sexy over the burger and they trying to sell your burger using sex. Kurt, why is it that sex sells so much? What's really going on? Talk to me.
Well, we talking on a radio station right now, and somebody is having sex. A multitude of people are having sex right now as we speak.
Yes.
It is the one thing it is the greatest stress reliever, and it's the one thing that everybody wants that feeling, man. That feeling of release. So if you can connect that feeling to a purchase, then it's kind of, in certain circles we would call it mine, and I can't say the rest, but it's connecting that feeling to anything that you're selling. If you can connect that feeling to a sale,
Exactly. And but that's what they try to do. They try to use that to as a selling point, as a major selling point to get their product out there because they know people are gonna buy into it because of the sexual innuendo that they're using.
Yeah, it's like Starbucks. You pay real close attention. Starbucks customer base didn't go up until they changed the whole look of the Starbucks. They changed the logo. Pay real close attention. Some people would say evolution, they evolve. But if you pay real close attention, their whole design, the way the stores laid out, the design on the logo, all of that changed to look more sexy.
Yeah.
Now you go to the Starbucks, you don't know if you're going to a job interview, a date. You know what I mean? It look almost like the inside of a high-end hotel.
Yes, sir. Cool. Let's go to Goddess. Goddess, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm here at the center this morning at Scott Icky Center this morning. So just to let you know how everything looks.
Okay. Wow. Okay, now tell everybody that's listening and watching exactly what's going on right now.
This is a test kitchen that we're doing for housing the houseless people of your city and your state. We ended up starting at 60, went to 450 people. So we are here at a huge place called Bartle Hall. So that's one of the issues that we have going on this morning. So that's one of the issues that we have going on this morning. So everybody doesn't want to get up. And so we're trying to get everybody up and out. It's just a warming center. So
now what time does everybody have to be out?
About 8 o'clock.
Okay. So, and what time are they able to check in?
6 o'clock.
Okay, that's good. So
how cold is it still out there?
Today it's a little warm, but we was facing negative 18 degrees temperature. Wow. So we had to fight a whole lot of frostbite. We had to deal with that. We also, when you deal with this situation, I heard y'all talking about sex issues. A lot of these women that are in these camps are sexually abused over and over again when they're out here on the streets.
Wow.
They're also made to prostitute. So a lot of people don't know the enclave of the situation. When you've been out here on the streets for so long, you totally forget how humanity really reacts. So this is really, really something that I think that every city should start doing and making sure they get wraparound services.
Exactly. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Pan the place, but don't show. If pan the place where you don't have to show any of the people, because I don't want to, put people on
Yeah, I'm
blast.
not trying to show nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
The goddess, when it's 18 degrees outside, they don't have to go out then, do
they? During the daytime they do.
Oh, they still have to leave out regardless of how cold it is.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing that y'all are doing that, man. Look, I applaud y'all for that, because that's something that's really needed. That's right. Now, who's in charge? Who's in charge there?
I'm one of the interim directors. We have a Sean O'Brien who's under Downtown KC. He's one of the directors. Anton is the main director, which is my god brother. So that's how we do that. Okay. And then I'll show you how. I'm gonna show you over here where the kitchen is. This is our kitchen area.
Okay.
Can you see over there?
Yeah, I do. Now,
this is our entertainment area.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going, sister. You got it right now. Go ahead. Show it to us.
Let me show you. Oh, the entertainment area. I'm sorry. This is our entertainment area with the speakers, TV, and everything like that.
Okay.
We do lip sync here. What is it? Karaoke?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you our shower system.
See, and it's amazing you said lip sync, because I got we have. I was telling everybody, I was gonna tell everybody what's going on by the end of the week, but on the 20th. And while you're doing, I'm gonna talk about this. But go ahead, show us. We got you on full screen, so we want to be able to see this. But on the 20th, we're actually having an event here.
It's shower systems. Unfortunately, you got to go outside to take a shower, but it's a shower trailer.
Okay.
And so they got one for the men and one for the ladies.
Now, how do you?
And it's an 8-station shower system.
Okay. Now I know y'all got a program in place. How do you make sure that they're not cross referencing what the men and the women are going to the showers at the same time?
We basically try our best to have security out here, and we try our best to do what we can do, but nothing is guaranteed 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how many people do y'all generally have per day or per week?
We've been getting 400 to 450.
Okay. Now y'all have enough bedding for everybody?
Nope. If you see, this is the women's section that has the rope around it.
Okay.
And we're out of cots and beds, so you see they have to make a pallet on the floor.
Now, how support? How can somebody support y'all? Do y'all get support from the city, the state, or how does that work?
Kansas City has been stepping up. We have beautiful people like Kay Francis. She went and bought food and was going to do chili and stuff like that, and feed them when we first started. So the city did step up. This also is our bathing station for toothbrush, washcloths, towels, all that. So we just had the city step up. Hopefully my battery ain't going dead, but
yeah, don't you let that battery go dead in the middle of this.
I know it's about to. I'm walking toward the door so I can get in my car and charge it.
Okay.
But
it's amazing what you all are doing, man. I'm really I'm proud of each and every one of y'all that come together to make a difference. To make a difference. That's what it's all about right there, making a difference, and y'all are doing it. Y'all are absolutely doing it. So I applaud y'all, man. And if we could help you here at DK Media Group in any kind of way, know that we're here.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, man. We have to come together and see this what I'll be talking about right here. See, this is what makes a difference. This is what makes a difference. And
we had a few success stories. I do wraparound services with my company, which is called Divine Connection. And we had several people get housed. We had several people get signed up for Medicare and get jobs. So I'm really excited on that.
That's good.
I will ask for this. If we can get somebody to send us, I'll get the information to you, but we need some 5X pants and 5X shirts.
Okay. Is there a number?
You got to go downstairs, get somebody. I know, but you got to go downstairs to the intake down there and get somebody from intake. I'm not from intake. Sorry about that. I had to handle an issue.
Someone is asking where you're located. They're in Kansas City.
Yes, I'm in Kansas City. I will get the address and put it on the website on your thing so they can have it.
Okay. And is there a way that if people wanted to give donations, do you have a way for people to give donations?
Yeah. Yes. If they can email me at housing and I can respond to them, housing at Divine Connections with a K. Spelled KONNET. Oh, wait a minute. KON Connections. KONNECTIONS.com. Housing at divineconnections.com.
Hey, Badger, put that in the feed for us, Badger. Put that in the feed. Say it one more time, Goddess.
Housing at Divine Connections with a K and an S at the end.com.
Good deal. And so I'm gonna tell you something, man. I love what you all are doing. I love it, absolutely love it. Let me see. I'm bring everybody back on the screen. We had okay, there we go. Rico, what's on your heart, brother?
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful thing, man. Seeing all those beds and those cots out there like that. I mean, it's awesome to see that there are people that can take the time out of the day to go and help others of less fortune. You know, that's what you call the haves happen to have nots. You know, we have so many prosperity preachers and billionaires that we talk of, you know what I'm saying? We got all these rappers that we sit back and talk about giving money to other rappers when they get out of prison, you know what I'm saying? Just on general purpose. People that's gonna already get rich after they just be out a couple of days anyway, they gonna get money, but people give to people that already have. They choose not to give to those that need it. And it's just odd, you know, society is like that, but it's refreshing, very refreshing to see, you know what I'm saying, that God has had this going on like this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm completely interested in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, that's
Raheem, I want you to see the actual person who's responsible for this.
Absolutely.
Not able to take your calls.
Hold on for a minute.
How you doing?
This is Anton in Washington.
Thank you.
What? Hey, young man, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. First and foremost, brother, I want to applaud you on what you're doing. Let me put you on full screen here. I want to applaud you, brother, for what you're doing. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, yes, sir. Let me ask you this question, and I know you get this question all the time, but what is the motivation? What really motivated you to go out there and to make this difference? And you're really making a difference in your community. So what motivated you to do that?
I've seen a black brother die. Knowing that we shouldn't be having people out here in these cold frigid weathers, and them dying of hypothermia. And so when Scott died, and I seen his body, it made me cringe. It made me think of my brother or my father or my cousin or a family member or a friend. You know, because I wouldn't want anybody to find me like that. You know, and I think it's very disgusting for a city to overlook something like that and not do anything about it. And then when Brian Holden died of hypothermia too, the next following a couple of days later, his face was chewed off by a Burman. So it made me push even more on the city to be able to open up centers to keep people warm. And this has never happened before. So a turning event of these turning events that happen makes it more eye opener to our own local government, if not across the country. And being able to make sure that we see these individuals, houseless guests, houseless comrades, and know that they are too people. They're not numbers. They're not cattle. They're not animals. They are people. There are people that treat their dogs and cats better than they treat the individual person on the street. We see people all day, every day. I used to be houseless when I was 22 years of age, and being houseless, I knew then, what I'm saying, things needed to change when I turned 24, and somebody took a chance on me. All I ask is for our community to take a chance on them and give them what they not what is due them, but actually what they actually truly deserve is a chance at a life that we already have, and that we already have, and they have a roof over their head, food in their mouth, and some people, 3/4 of the population may be have a mental health concern, but let's address those issues, So being that things that driven me to become more involved in my community, being a nonprofit at that, and being a young man that at the age of 45 that's seen a need and seen that these people needed a voice, and then bring them together and to center them is the best thing that we could ever do. And allowing a government to see them and let them know that we need to build from this day forward. And whatever they do from that day forward, from January 15th, is build a system now that allows people to see and emulate what we are building here in Kansas City. And by me taking what I know, taking what I've done, taking what people have always been a part of, and there are other grassroots organizations like Divine Connections, like it's Time for Justice, like the People City, what I'm saying, like creative, innovative entrepreneurs. I mean, we are grassroots individuals, I'm saying, that see a need in our community, not these local, not these big nonprofit organizations that have been around for years on end and still have not done anything. If it takes a black brother to die for another black brother to see the humanity in his life, that this should not and could not, this should not have happened on the watch, of our own local government or whatever, then guess what? It would take somebody from the community, like myself, to be able to get up, and move and put a fire underneath their ass. It just like, your mother putting fire up under your butt for doing something, for not doing your chores at the house. Okay. That is a chore. This is a chore for our city local governments around the country. And then being that they are not doing what they're called to do, they get millions and millions of dollars in
$7 million. Let me just put that out here. $7 million.
And they receive taxpayers. These used to be once upon a time taxpayers. They just lost their way a little bit, okay? And whether it's for addiction, drugs, whether it's COVID-19, however, they just lost their way a little bit, And it doesn't want our local government or anybody that is on the the west side of truth, or any type of rich area of government or rich community doesn't. Everybody is a paycheck away from being houseless. Period. I'm gonna let you know right now, because if God say this and this happens, that means everything is taken away from you. Then you will be up in here too and wondering how did it come to this? Well, I'm gonna tell you how to come to that, because God wants you at your knees. God wants you to know, that you are His vessel. You are His spirit. He is the reason why you are here, and that's what that's the reason why. That's how we lose focus of that. We lose focus of that love from God, and think of in terms of as this. I have to please man. No, you glorify God. That's where your help coming from. Okay, and by your help coming from that perspective, you are able to realize that the blessings that you receive from Him. And this is I've been doing this since January, and even before then, with my nonprofit organization, I've been doing it way before that. And being that I have been doing this for 4 years, I've been given the opportunity, and I've been given that call to do these things. And been doing these things, to see and save 500 lives last week, it gives me great inspiration to continue to do this, to continue to reach out, to continue to get these people the medical services, the mental health services they need, and the housing that they need. Okay, because I don't want to lose these individuals, because this is only a fraction of the individuals that's in our city. We have not reached the multitude of over 2,000 individuals that practically are out here houseless. And so by this being a fraction, I don't want to lose the individuals. We give them wraparound services or whatever, and only 10% of this population up in this Scott Ecke Warming Center is reached. But what happened to the other 90%? So therefore, I want to be able to make sure that they too are reached. They too get what they are needed. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't just lose out. Because once they leave here in 21 days, what happens then? Our city is not moving fast enough for me. Okay, so I have to think of long term. I mean, what I'm saying we're raising money to help try to find out another building. You know what I'm saying, for that purpose. And I ask if anybody in anywhere that has a heart, has compassion, has a part of humanity in them inside them, they reach deep down. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the concerns of our people in our city, whether they're black or white, whether they're binary, whether they're gay, straight, however, these are individual people who needs, you know what I'm saying, our community to help them. And we have to come together. It's not about money. It's not about the money way, but we have to place these individuals somewhere, because I'm telling you, if we place these individuals on their feet, if we give them the right proper tools, guess what happens? Do you know in 10 years where we will be in 10 years, them being taxpayers, them being proper citizens of America, proper citizens of your own city, government, your city will thrive again. You know what I'm saying? And that is one of the things that we are looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because they were once put up. The infrastructures that are built around our community is because of them too. It's not only because of the individuals that are already working or whatever. It's because of them too.
Let me ask you this. I need the email address again, and how can people support? Tell me what we can do to help and support you. Give that email address one more time, if you don't mind. Goddess, you froze, sis. You froze.
She did say her battery was dying earlier. Remember, she was trying to go to charge it up.
Oh, okay. Wow, Rico. That's what it's all about right there, bro. That's what it's all about. And see, and I was telling y'all a little bit, and hopefully we're able to get. I'm gonna take off the screen. I don't want on the screen looking like that, but hopefully we're gonna be able to do whatever we could do, and we all could come together and do something. We all could come together and do something to support in some kind of way. I want to help them. I want to help them. I want to do what I can do. I want to help. And so, and I know all y'all got the same heart. Let me before I come to you. Let me go to Toya. Toya, what's on your heart, sis? Toya with a T. Toya is having an issue with her mute button. Toya is having an issue. Go ahead, Rico. Take it, brother. What's on your heart right now?
I imagine after seeing all those people before that guy said that, all those people in there on those cots, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? That probably ain't even half the people that need to be in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I started thinking about when I was up in Seattle, Washington, and when I was in Portland, Oregon, how many homeless people I saw. I mean, like I saw a whole homeless community. And I started thinking, man, it could possibly be 1 million homeless people, if not more.
Yep.
In the United States. When you just look at the people in that center, knowing, like he said, it's a lot more that didn't come. In one city, they have 400 people.
Please leave your message for 8-1.
You go from every city across the United States, you're gonna find some homeless people somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Doing without good health, doing without proper meals, and some of them got children out there. That is the reality of the world we live in, and we can't knock all of them and say, well, they can do better. Some people gonna say they made bad choices. Also, got to remember Tyler Perry was homeless at one time, right?
Exactly. And see, my thing to that, Rico, I'm gonna say, and I talk to people about this as well. When a person is in need, and when a person, is down on their luck, and it's just me, man. I don't care what they did or how they got there. My thing is, can I help them? Can I help? Can I help you? We'll talk about all this other stuff later on. How you got here and all that stuff. And hopefully once we help you, we can give you some kind of a strategy so you don't end up in that same situation again. We could talk about that stuff, but first we need to help them.
If they want to be helped.
If they want to be helped, absolutely.
Some of them just want to be helped to get another bottle of wine or another rock.
Yeah, that's true too. Speaking of helping, man, because we actually been working on for a long time a mentoring program that we're looking to do here. We're gonna start off with little boys, then we're gonna transition and do the little girls as well. And we're having a function on March the 20th. That's all I was gonna tell y'all when I was telling y'all earlier in the week. I'll tell y'all more about the information and what we're talking about. What we're having it's a DKM appreciation. It's actually gonna be a party. And people say, well, how y'all gonna have a party? Y'all gospel? Well, we still gospel. But we're gonna play some R&B that night, old school. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a regular party on 70s, 80s, and 90s and 2000 music. Mainly no, not 70s. We ain't gonna go that far back. 80s, 90s, and 2000s music is what we're gonna play. We having it here at the studio. We may bring a couple of entertainers come out, and one of the things that we're going to do that I'm happy, elephant, elated, and porcupine proud of, we're going to have a lip sync competition. Rico, you're gonna get up there and sing, ain't you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you ain't gotta be no singer because it's lip syncing. We're gonna have a lip sync competition. It's gonna be right here. They have everything set up, man. Y'all come on out, have a good time with us, man. Gonna be food. Food gonna be here, and it's all the proceeds are going. It's a DKM appreciation. So if DKM has ever done anything, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate us as well. Come out and have a good time with us. It's gonna be on the 20th of March. That's a Saturday. It's gonna go from 8 to 12, 8 to midnight. From 8 to midnight. We ain't gonna keep you here all night long, because I ain't gonna stay here all night long. I gotta go to sleep. but but from 8 to 12. So y'all put it on your calendar. Make sure y'all come on out and have a good time with us.
Food will be there.
Now who this is?
This brother Pete.
Pete, man, you been man. Look here, man. We've been calling you about 10 times, brother.
Yeah, I apologize. I got caught up away from the phone. I apologize.
Oh no.
Food will be there.
Yes, sir. Look here, Pete. I want you to put the word. I'm gonna share. I got a flyer. I made a flyer quite a few days ago, man. Got a little video. I made everything, man. It's gonna be nice, and it's gonna be. And the part of me side, I really want to see how this lip sync competition gonna go. I want to see how this thing, who gonna get up there and who gonna sing. Y'all know I'm gonna start it off now. Y'all know I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start it off myself. I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna sing something. I don't know what I'm gonna sing now, but I'm gonna sing something, and it's gonna be lip sync. So y'all ain't gotta worry about me sounding bad, because y'all know I can't sing. But I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna do all this stuff, man. I might do some of that James Brown y'all talking about and clean that flow. Get a rag on the floor and just do I do the split and pop back up, man. Look at here. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna set. Man,
there was a dance that I used to do. Vander told me that I can eat his family's portion of the food since they won't be there, so I'll be eating their portion as well.
Oh, good deal, good deal. So I want y'all to come on out, man. Pete, he already told me he's gonna be there. So everybody, I want y'all to come on out March the 20th. Make sure y'all come on out, man. Save that date. Save the date. Come on out, have a good time with us, man. Like I said, yeah, we're a gospel station, but it ain't gonna be gospel music that night. Now it ain't gonna be gospel music. Y'all coming looking for gospel music. It ain't gonna be gospel music now. It's gonna be cameo, Parliament Funkadelic.
Hey, make sure you stream it live.
Man, look here, look here. We gonna get you here, man. We need to get you here. But I might do that as well. I might, like I said, some people, man, situation like that, they might not want to be, they might not want to be advertised. They might not want people to see them having a good time. Some Christian folks don't want people to see them having a good time like that. They might think they're not saved. People might think that they're not saved. And so, Rico, you know what I'm talking about.
You're worried about that image.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we ain't worried about no image on this night. We coming to have a good time. We coming out there and enjoy ourselves, enjoy each other, and have a good time. Toya with a T, you there? Toya with a T. Okay, good deal. Now I was hoping Goddess I was trying to stall it because I was hoping Goddess was coming back in with us because I wanted to get some more information from her and the gentleman, man. But I think that's amazing what they are doing and how they're doing it, man. And they're making a difference. They're absolutely making a difference. Pete, did you hear anything of what they were saying?
I heard all of it. It just goes to show that the needs are great. The needs are still great.
Mm-hmm.
Give thanks for the laborers in the field that are willing to give up their time and talent to be considerate and meet the needs of others. And it's just one example of a great situation that's widespread across the land, man.
Mm-hmm.
The needs are great. The people still stand in need of great things. This is when we have all these conversations, we go back to righteousness and truth
mm-hmm.
and doing what's right. It's
mm-hmm.
critical.
Yes, sir.
It's critical. And when we do the right thing, what can come from us doing the right thing? I really appreciated the young man expressing how these individuals that are willing, that are able, that can be motivated and prompted to become more productive, situated citizens, how it can greatly benefit the locality and the general country. And that's what needs to be understood, the grafting, the hoarding, of individuals. Listen, we're here to help one another. That's what we're here for. We're here to glorify all that is right, all that is good, just and wholesome, of good report. So they're just doing the work.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's great to see laborers in the field. So oftentimes people come on and they not just your platform, but period. They like to do the front and talking so much. But it's a blessing when you're actually able to see that there are those that get out in the trenches.
Yes, sir.
And do the work. Let that be an encouragement to all of us to do what we can.
Exactly.
Do what you can. It's a need. The needs are there. So if you're able, certainly from your access, your excess, and if you have a network, be considerate of those that don't have. It's more of them than you think, and it's more vast than we care to realize.
Absolutely. Badger, what's on your heart, brother?
Just listening to everything, man. It's so much like what Goddess and stuff's doing over there is amazing and beautiful. And there's a lot of stuff like that going on that doesn't really get talked about or discussed or anything. I was kind of wrapped up talking with one of the people from Twitch, messaging back and forth. And it's there's so much going on in especially in this country right now. And a lot of things that I've just learned over time as I've gotten older that some people just don't want to hear or believe or anything like that. And I just would love to see people become more open-minded, and be in what the person just said on Twitch. I wish people would learn not to turn a blind eye anymore.
Exactly.
And actually start helping and doing things and paying attention to what's going on.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Minister Michael Jackson. Y'all know Minister Michael Jackson. Pete, you know Minister Michael Jackson. He had a song that said, I see the children, a man in the mirror. I see the children in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? There's a need out there, but how often do we pretend that we don't see it? How often do we pretend that it's not there? How often do we get to a point where we say, well, I got to take care of me and my foe and no more. And we walk in that mentality where, that's not winning. To me, people look at it the way they want to look at it. To me, that's not winning, Pete. And Rico, I definitely got to come to you right after Pete. Pete, what's on your heart?
That's exactly right. And we just saw a live, living, present example of that reality. So it's imperative, like we were saying, if you have the need, you have the means. If you have a grouping, you consider it of those that are right around you that may have some basic soap and water. They may need some cereal, some toilet paper. Something so basic. $20 might get them through the week. They just need that extra $20 and get them through the week. Let's be considerate of one another. Definitely, it's a great need.
Yeah.
And it was an old song they used to sing in the church.
Don't you sing,
my
Pete.
house is full, but my fields are empty.
Yes, sir.
Who will go and work for me today? It seems my children all want to sit around my table. A faithful few want to work in my field. So let's do our best to encourage one another and be found as laborers in the field, laboring to do the necessary work to show love and compassion,
yes, sir,
to one another, and do what we can to meet the needs of those that have great need.
Mm-hmm. Now, Pete, are you gonna do
we
some?
We can do it, family.
You gonna do some lip syncing with us, man, on the 20th?
I probably will. I probably will.
There you go.
Sir. You might have to go back to the 70s and grab the Dales with the money, and
hey, let's do it.
Some of the OJs with the let's get on the move. Oh yeah. I might have to do some lip singing, not singing, singing.
No. We don't want you singing. We want you sinking, brother. We want you sinking now. We want you to sink it.
Yeah, lip syncing.
Yes,
lip syncing.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Rico, man, first, are you going to do some lip syncing with us?
I plan on it.
Okay. Now you know what song you want? What's your song of choice?
No, it's probably gonna be an old Michael Jackson song or something, man.
Okay.
I'm telling you. You know what? That the Commodores that might be, Brick House. I like Brick House. That was always one of my favorite songs.
Oh, she's a brick. Yeah. What's on your heart, man? Because there's a need. There's absolutely a need out there, man. And Michael Jackson said it best, man. I see the children in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? Why do we pretend?
Why do we pretend?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they pretend. They just I don't know if they pretending. They just ignoring it.
Mm-hmm. Forgetting
about them. They want to feel caught. I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. I mean, I'm confused myself on that. Like I said, I'm looking at a few videos of the past few days, seeing what these rappers have been getting. Other rappers is getting out of jail money just because.
Mm-hmm.
$20,000, $50,000, they just give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
A video a couple of weeks ago where Meek Mill gave these young black boys just $20 to split between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Split between each other. They out there in the sun selling water, and he got a chain on that costs 1,000 times more than what he just gave them.
Yeah.
I asked it for it, but it goes to show you how backwards this world and this society is, especially in America. Because right now, you have common people going out here trying to buy $1,200 phones and laptops and tablets. But then you have celebrities that all they got to do is show up at award shows, and Apple will give them that phone. They're actually giving them the iPhone 13 to deal with so they can promote it next year when they come out with it. I mean, they get things free that cost the average person an arm and a leg.
Exactly.
And then we wonder and we ask why some of these children in the community and just in society act so wild and crazy. Because you got a lot of them growing up in that same situation that we just witnessed with guys. But he proved that the real heroes help the have-nots and the vulnerable. I don't look at people that go and I'm just gonna give to those that hang in the same circles as me. No, you give to those that really need it and deserve it. You have to go outside of your circle. Sometimes you may have to go outside of your family, but what's even worse is when you got people in your family that need that benevolence, and you go outside and give it before you give it to the family. Be a hero.
And see, that's one of the things I got. Everybody know I got 4 daughters, and I always told them, it's always been a thing. If something you don't want to ask one of your sisters first, do they want it? Ask your sister. Actually, you can get it to your friend. I'm not gonna tell you can't get it to your friend, but you better ask your sisters, do they want it first? Ask them, do they want it first? If they want it, that's who you give it to. That's who you give it. You give it to your sister because we have to take care of each other. Now that's not saying that I won't give to anybody, because I will. Y'all know me. I do that. But at the same time, if we have something, if you have a pair of shoes or something like that, and you feel like you don't want them no more, don't take them down the street and give them to somebody. Ask your sister, you want these? Ask all your sisters.
Unless your sister doesn't need them.
Yeah, exactly. And if your sister, if all of them say no, I don't want them, or no, then you take them, get who you want to give it to. Bless them. But don't let it be nothing that you don't want yourself that's worn out. Don't make sure that it is worth something. Make sure that it still has some wear in it. Pete, what do you say to that?
Absolutely. Don't give anybody anything that you wouldn't want.
Exactly.
That should be obvious. But Rico touched on the superficiality, the hypocrisy.
Yes.
We understand that marketing and different things have to be done for corporations to push their products. But the people's attention, we are such a fattened, obese society on foolishness. Okay? On foolishness. We're running around with so many trinkets and the value of temporal material things. When the soul, the heart, the mind, the spirit, the legacy live through life can go on forever. You can do a kind gesture to a person, and that can carry on in their life for the rest of their life.
Yes,
exactly. And that can not only benefit them, but it can benefit those that they interact with. You cannot go wrong doing good. Can't.
No, you can't.
This time now is a time where, all these different realities are being revealed. I mean, do I really need that? You might hoard toilet paper and tissue and laundry detergent, food or something, but you got 9 cars. I mean, if that's what you want, that's your lifestyle. I'm not gonna knock it like that. But if it's somebody down the street that just need a car to go back and forth to work to keep the job,
exactly.
You got 9 of them. Can they Uber Lyft with you?
something.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on now.
And that's what it is, man. Like I said, we have to do better, man. Badger, we have to do better, because if we all just concentrate and share a love for each other, we all can survive, man. It's so much easier when we all pull in the same direction. It's so much easier. Badger, what's on your heart?
Man, there's a lot of mentalities that people have to get away from for that to happen. It's God. There's so much on that one topic. That's a deep topic.
Yes, sir.
We talk about Way Out Wednesdays.
Way Out Wednesdays. That's what it is. Yes, sir.
Well, it's sort of like what that person was talking to me about, and other people have sent me because they've been wanting me to research it. I've actually got quite a few requests to research some things lately, and I've been having to make certain decisions based on what I've been finding, not to go any deeper. Because they're been coming across some things that's very
disturbing.
Yeah. And I've actually almost gotten to a point where I'm thinking about taking a break for like a week and kind of just disappearing for a little while, because I'm having to process a lot of things. Don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not. But it's when you start looking at the different causes of why people think the way that they do, the fear people have of our government, of certain topics, like religion and politics, just those topics alone, a lot of people avoid those.
Yeah.
For whatever personal reasons they have. Then there's those of us that ain't afraid to talk about it, because some of us are just open-minded and just want to discuss, not argue, not trying to prove a point, just discuss. And I think that if people could be open to just discuss things and come from a place of, this is a discussion, this isn't I'm right, you're wrong, and whatnot, I think it would help solve a lot of problems.
Exactly. What do you think would happen, Badger, if a person going to a conversation or discussion with the idea or the mentality, or just considering, well, maybe I'm wrong, instead of going in
all the time,
trying to prove their point, they go in with the idea or the mentality, maybe I'm wrong, and the whole conversation is based on maybe I'm wrong, and they get the information and the details that they need, to substantiate maybe whether they're right or whether they're wrong, but they're not so defensive in trying to prove their point.
Yeah. I think that's an all right mentality as long as they're careful about it. Because if you get into too much self-doubt or doubt in what you've researched or what you know or what you feel, it can cause a person to go way down into depression and a lot of negative places.
Exactly.
But coming from a place of being open-minded and thinking that, hey, it's possible that I am wrong. You know, sort of like one of the topics that get brought up sometimes and you get really defensive about it. You know, the topic of Christianity and the uses that people use of the Bible. So it's there are just certain things that people just some people I feel get so one track minded that they're not open, their mind's not open to anyone else's opinion on certain matters.
Exactly.
And as far as what can help people get past that, I am not entirely sure because that's not something I per se deal with.
Good deal. Let me go to Tucson. You there? Donald Tucson.
Yeah.
What's up? You okay, brother?
Wake up and go back to sleep.
Yes, sir. Man, we got a lot going on now. We got a lot going on. This conversation that has taken a good turn. But I want to know what's on your heart right now, brother. Talk to me.
You know, talk about Minister Michael Jackson. It's surprising how some people we see as ministers, preachers, or pastors, or Christians, or church folks, or people that you expect to help, and they don't do nothing but carry a title. It reminded me of the Good Samaritan. We never thought. It made point. It was a point reason why they pointed the Samaritan out, because I just use it like this: when the man was set on the side of the road and left half dead, the preacher and the deacon had already passed and looked at it.
Yep,
that's what we do. That's exactly what I said. We, what you know.
Yeah. I know
the ones that's supposed to be the help for people, mankind, followers of Christ, followers of Jesus, followers of God. You know, we're supposed to be that light, that we're supposed to help folks. But you know what we do most of the time? Run our mouth. We look at the situation and keep going. We go on the other side of the street.
Yep.
And then we got the nerve to say, I'm going to pray for you. Oh,
wow.
God bless you, brother. You know, I'm just thinking about me first. You know that I could empty out my closet and give everything in my closet away and still be fine. God wouldn't miss a beat.
Yep.
Because there are some things that's in my closet, the good stuff, that I haven't seen in about a year. Because I don't wear no suit no more, because we're not going to church, so we don't have to dress stuff. So I don't wear stuff with blue jeans. You know? But I can give most of them, and I'm not the only one, probably in this circle.
Yep.
And people that are listening. You can empty out your closet, give everything in your closet all the way, and still be good.
Exactly. That's good.
So, you know, help comes from places where we never expect. All we got to do is just look, and you know, and I might, if I wasn't suffering from a long trip, I'd probably be there too. But the doctor had to check me out yesterday from that long ride I had.
Oh, okay.
I ain't finished on that.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you
unless I fly, and Badger help me out.
Badger got you, man. Badger got you.
Got him doing what?
Badger got you.
See how that worked out?
Yeah,
Got him to do what?
He shut that down quick, didn't he?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He said you gotta. He
See,
said
there you go. Put a deaf ear to that one.
No, it's not a deaf ear. I was talking to my son, so I didn't hear you.
he said he can fly here. He said he can fly here, but you gotta help him out. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd actually have to think about that one.
look, when we explained to you exactly what it was, you got mighty quiet there, Badger. Ooh.
You're right. He ain't gonna have to send a link to everybody that night. It's a long distance. But they're gonna have to do it long distance.
Exactly.
Virtual.
We want you in the house, man. We're gonna have a good time, brother. You know, you can't dance like that from the house. I need everybody on the dance floor. We're gonna do the cha-cha slide, and we're gonna do all that stuff, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. Toya with a T. Toya with a T. Oh, Toya done. Wake up and go to sleep. Leonard, what's going on with you, Captain?
What's up, man? I'm just back touching bases. I think you were still on.
Yes, sir.
I come out of my appointment.
Everything okay?
The conversation had a turn. You never know what turn y'all jokes do.
Man, look here, man. We done took a few times. As a matter of fact, God has just blessed us, man. She gave us a tour of the facility that she's at right now, where they're actually taking the warming center, and where people can actually come in. She showed us, gave us a tour of the place, man, where they got spots set up for the kids to play. They got computers and stuff like that, feeding centers. Man, they got a lot of stuff going on over there. You know, where you get your toiletries, and they got a place laid out for the toiletries. Bedding where they use, and they can go take showers and all kind of things, man. They got a nice layout over there. They really do, helping a lot of people. But I also dropped the news. I told y'all earlier in the week. I told y'all on Monday that I was going to tell y'all what we got going on to hold the date of March the 20th, where we're having a DKM appreciation day. DKM appreciation day. It's going to be, I say day, but it's going to be in the evening, starting at 8 o'clock to 12. We're having a party right here. You know, when I say a party, you know, we're not. And I don't want you to come here thinking you're gonna hear gospel music. It's gonna be old school music. It's gonna be 80s, 90s, and 2000s music that we're gonna be playing. It's not gonna be now. I'm telling you something. It's not gonna be gospel. So don't think you're gonna come here and listen to gospel music. We're having a party, and we also having a lip sync competition. We're having a lip sync competition. Pete said he. What you laughing for, man? What you laughing for?
It's just funny to me.
Man, listen.
It's funny, man.
Pete already said. Pete said he got his song picked out. Rico said he got his song picked out. I'm gonna kick off the lip sync competition. I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna play a song. I might do James Brown, and I might, y'all talking about James Brown be cleaning the floor when he be dancing. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna bring it all together, man. Man, I'm gonna bring it all together. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start it off myself, and so it's gonna be nice, man. I'm looking for you to come and dance and sing to lip sync to, Leonard. So I want you here, brother, and yeah.
If I'm in town, I would definitely try to do so.
Yes, sir. Now I want you to pick your song. Pick your song that you're gonna. It's gonna be March the 20th, and so pick your song. Come on out, Goddess.
I'm going to tell you ahead of time. I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna sing?
No.
Well, we'll let you get up there and tell some jokes then. There you go. That's something you can do. That's right down your alley. So we're gonna have some comic relief. It's gonna be Leonard. Leonard's gonna be the comic that night. So we already got this lined up. So that's a good thing. Goddess, what's on your heart? Can't hear you, sis. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Goddess. See you talking, but we can't hear you. Why she get a sound together, Rico? What's on your heart, brother?
She might be on that Bluetooth. Yeah, be on that Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, this has been a pretty good show today, man. I we was talking about the people not giving to the have-nots, but at the same time, they seem to give to those their peers that's already in the same category. You know, sometimes we wonder why people have bias against those that have not or are different to them. But sometimes, I think we should ask, why do people have preference? Or who they prefer, what they prefer, or to do the things that they do. And I think it's sometimes when we're asking people why they hate the things they hate or hate the people they hate, we should ask them, why do they prefer the things that they prefer? That might be very revealing to those people that, you know, we have those questions for. I think that's self-analyzing. Why do I like this? Why do I crave certain foods? You get what I'm saying? Instead of just asking why we don't like certain things we like. Because I always wondered why they gave to the celebrities more than they gave to regular people. You know, free cars. You even see them get free cars.
Exactly.
To promote and market and to appeal to the general public to get us to consume it.
It's always some kind of motivation behind that, man. It's always something. It's like there's some kind of motivation when he's looking for some kind of get back. Goddess, what's on your heart, sis? Unmute yourself. There we go.
Okay, great. What's on my heart is I just think I want people to know that tithing goes with helping. It goes outside of the church. Tithing goes to helping and assisting others that need that assistance. You never know when you might be in that same predicament. We also had people that had jobs in their houses, but they lost their jobs due to COVID. That also had houses that their pipes busted. So this wasn't just people that had drug issues or anything like that. This can be anybody. This could be anybody. And that's the unscrupulous part of it. And then we have to start getting involved in our city council meetings. Go to your meetings, see where your city is spending money. Our city spent $19 million for a dog house to house dogs, and nothing on the homeless. That's just crazy. So go to your city council. They try to spend $36 million right now on a soccer park for an area that's not in an urban neighborhood. That's unacceptable. We are getting together. We're stopping this. That's what we're doing in our city. Make sure you know who you voting for in your council area. If you don't know who you voting for and what his agenda is, make sure you have his agenda. Don't let people come into your community with their own agenda. If it's not for the agenda for the people, then you have to stand up and you have to fight it.
Good deal. And Goddess, give that email address one more time, just in case people want to get in contact with you or with the organization. Give that email address one more time before we get out of here.
Housing@divineconnections.com. Connection is spelled with a K.
Okay, got you. Housing@divineconnections.com. Correct?
That's correct.
Good deal.
Yes.
Well, we're about to get out of here for today. Leonard, what is going on at 3 o'clock today, brother? What's happening at 3 o'clock today?
If you did not get a chance to hear this show in its entirety, log on to www.dkmmediagroup.com at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard.
Good deal. Brother Pete, can I get you to pray us out, brother?
Sure. Father God, in Jesus Christ's name, we thank you to God for the activity of our mind and limbs, a reasonable portion of health and strength. We thank you to God for your words of comfort, your words of truth. We ask you, God, that you can remember those that are in attendance, those in radio land, dear Father, certainly the souls that you created that have these great needs, dear God. You know about every situation, every heart, every circumstance. We ask that you would meet their needs. Bless us as we go. Keep us safe, dear Father, until we meet again. And we'll give you all the glory, honor, and praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. It's been a great broadcast. I want to thank everybody for listening. More than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and the Morning Glow to be a part of your day. It is now 10:03, about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us, because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug, because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. Take an opportunity, if you don't mind, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? Absolutely. Love you. Have a great day.